So this is the table 20K guarantee. Last Sunday or last Saturday, I believe, you can check the streams if you're watching on Kick or Twitch. We won the 630 on Saturday. So we won this tournament and we also won the 215 the 215 tournament. Unfortunately we busted the 215 already. Um Registration is, I could buy back in, but registration is like another 6 minutes. So not necessarily interested in buying like super late regging the 215. I can, right? But it's not the most profitable decision, so elected to just, focus on the 630. I am in some other tournaments, but so in the 630 right now we've got 109 bigs. Average chip stack is 62. And about an hour and a half left of registration. So third place of the tournament. And then we're also in the 33 mystery bounty, 7 bigs, not so hot. 6 minutes of registration, and then 18 bigs in the 109 mystery bounty. Average chip stack is 35. So if we catch a good spot to double up, we're gonna be just fine in the 109. If not, we're gonna continue to play sub 20 bigs here, which is pretty cool. um, but yeah, we're gonna just focus on the 630. It's the largest tournament we're playing so far. We did also play the a satellite earlier today, and for to get into the 630. But what I typically do is I'll buy into the 630 with my bankroll, and then I'll also play a satellite. So for the 630 as well. We bagged the satellite. Obviously it's gonna end before the 630 does. But the problem is we're doing so well in the 630 that we have a ticket into the 630 that we probably won't use, because I think they expire after they expire the same day that you win them. We're in third place of the tournament, so I'm not sure how they do the refunds or whatever for tickets you win through satellites. But if worse comes to worse, in the next hour and a half and we bust, we can get back into the 630 with the ticket that we won through a satellite. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully we can preserve our chip stack and build it, and see if we can take down back-to-back wins in the 630. I say back-to-back, but we won this tournament last Saturday, and then we'll try to defend it this Saturday. Queen 10 here in the 33. Queen 10 off on 7 bigs. I think I just ship it into the button and the blinds, and then stealing the blinds will be big. It'll put us to about 9 bigs then the next rotation. So to give us some breathing room. We get called, we're indifferent, right? We're probably not ahead. Sometimes we're flipping versus like 7s, 8s, and 9s, but 2 ways we just need to win a flip. We need a queen or a 10. There we go. We take the lead. Just need to dodge an ace or a king. So we're gonna bust the 33. Started off so well. Started off so well, but in the 630, we're doing fine. Right. When you jam queen 10 and no one has any of your outs, you get called 2 spots. No one has any of your outs. You're pretty excited in those spots. Like, it's like you're live. I took the lead on the turn, but unfortunately couldn't hold, but it's fine. Right? We're still in the 630 and the 109. So, surviving in the 109 mystery bounty. In the 630, I'm doing pretty well. Still in third place, but I don't think first and second have that much more chips than me. Like, oh, actually, first place is right next to me in the 630 high roller. So like 20 bigs probably. We're gonna open ace queen offsuit under the gun for sure. This is a slam dunk premium. You need to be opening here. It can get kind of sketchy versus this stack, in these stacks. The button, not so much, right? He has a larger chip stack. It's a lot easier to play. But the middling chip stacks is the difficult area because they're going to have a lot of bluffs on a lot of boards, especially in the blinds. We're going to get called by everybody and their grandmama here. And so we're going to have to play a tighter range. We're going to have to play tighter post flop. It's just there's too many cards out here. We don't flop anything. We do have the ace of diamonds working with us. I think we can c-bet here, try to fold out a 9. We're doing well if we can fold out like 9-8. Suited, c-bet and take it down. Let's go, chat. Did not expect that actually. Because this should just flop. This should just smash their calling range, their flatting range. So maybe we did get some good, some better hands to fold, but I was expecting to get called in a couple spots there. One big blind to win 6 with an offsuited 10. We're gonna fold here, even though we do have the chip stacks to call, but it doesn't make sense with such a bad hand. I can get myself into a lot of trouble. Excuse me. On a queen high flop, I would have flop bottom pair and then continue to call the c-bet. Board pairing 8. Now any queen X has the better 2 pair. We'd probably be folding here without a spade. But fairly straightforward. We do have 100 bigs and we're in second place of the tournament now. So this guy is the only person. This guy, it sucks when you're second place of the tournament. Average chip stack is like 55 big blinds. You've got 100, so almost 2x average. And then the person that has the most chips in the tournament is on your direct left. It's like it handicaps a lot of stuff I'm gonna be able to do. Just because I always have a threat of, hey, this guy, if he ever wakes up with a hand, he has action right behind me. So it can cause a lot of problems, but for right now, we have such a huge chip stack. We're just not overly concerned with everything. We just need to focus on getting through the late reg, building our chip stack, preserving it, and then once late reg is over, we're gonna obviously be playing to win the tournament at that point. But right now, it's like a totally different game, even though it's the same game. A lot of it's gonna change once we get close to the bubble. Like it's crazy how poker, it seems like it's just one tournament, but there's actually different stages, and each stage you're going to see players play completely different than how they were playing earlier, especially on the bubble of the registration closing, also on the bubble of cashing the tournament, and then on the final table as well. Let's check out some more tournaments here, see if there's anything else we want to get into. I don't want to. I mean, there's another tournament for a 6:30 going on, a satellite, but it's for an hour, right? So maybe I have no idea because there's not another 6:30 tonight. So maybe the tickets will be able to be used tomorrow. Because I'm assuming once this tournament is over, like registration will be over. It says late reg is for another hour, and then there's an hour and 30 minutes of late reg in the 6:30. So I'm not seeing. I don't know if they're expecting it to end before the 30-minute window once registration closes. We're not sure. Okay, they got the Boski and Lone Car. Those are pretty cool tournaments. We'll get into both of those probably. About an hour and a half. So there is the bounty there. There's the 88 mystery bounty. Starts in 36 minutes. It's pretty cool. But I don't know if it's gonna run. It needs 5 more players, but it is 10K guaranteed, which is actually pretty good. Well, actually, it's a mystery bounty, so 5,000 of the guaranteed prize pool is gonna go to the mystery bounty portion, which is gonna put like a $1,000, the highest mystery bounty. But 5K in the prize pool, I'm not sure. And then they have the 6K. Well, it looks like 35 minutes. We'll get into that one. That's pretty much the only one I'm seeing that I want to play. Oh, there's a PKO Turbo. What would that be at 9 o'clock? So in 2 hours, so we've got some prospects there. And then, okay, so we can do both of those, you know, assuming everything runs well in the 6:30. And then a 109 at 10. Let's just do the loan car and the Boski. Do I want to get in with an hour and a half, or do I want to get in with 2 hours? It's my main question. Let's do the one closer to registration closing, because there's no incentive for getting in super early in the tournament, because it's not a bounty tournament. So essentially, you don't need the extra time to build a chip stack. Let's go to ace queen here on 12. I can min raise. I don't want to get flatted on by these huge chip stack and allow them to see the flop, essentially. So I think we just jam. If we steal the chips, if we steal the blinds, we're doing very well. If we get called, we're indifferent, right? We've got a premium. You're just gonna have to have ace king, aces or kings, and then any other hand we're doing fine against. We just have to win a flip. Hopefully someone finds like ace jack suited, ace jack offsuit, and hero calls. But outside of that, we just jam, pick up the chips. We're going to be up to 14, 15, 14.7, and then we're in a better spot than we were a moment ago. Oh, big pot here. He puts them all in here on a 10 high flop. This is interesting because this is a sub 30 big blind chip stack. So there's not going to be very many bluffs here. So he's saying he jammed for protection with top pair, or he had an ace high flush draw. It's very hard for him to have anything else. There, obviously there's the overpairs, but I don't know if you want to jam in that spot with an overpair to a 10 high flop. So, all right, let's jump in a lone car first. Line this up. And let's jump in the Boski as well. I'm only playing, it is $11 tournament. I think $11 tournaments are fun, but I'm only getting into this one. One, because it has one of the better payouts on any tournament. So for $11, you can win almost to that, like 15, 1600, which is pretty good for an $11 tournament. But also, normally I wouldn't play such small buy-in tournaments, but with the incentive of if you final table the lone car and the Boski in the same day, we're gonna call off with jacks versus king 10. Okay, you need to not hit a set. No king and don't hit a set. Okay, double up in the 109 mystery bounty. And a good time too, because we needed it. We flatted with threes. Flop comes queen jack deuce. In order for us to win, we're gonna have to bluff right now, or we just give up. I think we can just surrender these threes and fold. It's gonna be very hard to win that. We do pick up ace king here. This could be a big pot. Maybe. We call off here. We 3-bet or we 4-bet. We're indifferent here. It doesn't matter what he does. If he wants to raise, we call. There's 5 in the middle. He's got 9. It's gonna be hard for him to hit this 10. We just saw this same player on this exact same board fold to a jam here. With 2 overs. I think I just ship it. And you know, if you've got a 10, good. You know, I've got outs. If not, it's fine. I'm just gonna put max pressure when we don't get there. There's a lot going on. Sorry. I'm in 4 tournaments. Queen 8 suited. I'm not gonna call off a jam here. Um, so I think we can just fold this. If you go to what's the best case scenario, I raise and they fold. I don't think I should be expecting that. From first place of the tournament, from a small chip stack that picks up any two broadways, any pair, any ace has to go all in. And if I raise, then I'll be forced to call off this jam. So I think it's a lot easier to fold Queen 8 suited in the cutoff than it would be to um, just raise and fold. So essentially, if I raise there, I'm losing chips in the long run. So elected to fold. Golly, there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna keep the screen on the 630 high roller just because it's the most interesting tournament we're in right now. I got into the loan car and the Boski, and literally like there's like an hour and a half of registration. I'm expecting the average chip stack to be somewhere around like 30-40 bigs. No, it's 20. You buy in and you get 20. It is like 25 or something like that. But golly, the blinds are moving fast in this tournament. And we're still in second place, right? First place is right here. We have inched slightly closer to him. He did have like 17 big blinds more than us. Now he has 6, or 5 point something, 5.8, whatever it is, which is manageable. We're essentially tied for first place in the 630. First place in this tournament is going to be somewhere around $10,000. $10,000 for the win in the 630. It's gonna drop more. The more places, the more people that buy in, the more places that are paid. Um, I should be folding these fours, I think maybe, but I raise, get the wall. It's pretty good. Like on 20 bigs, I'm not gonna get called. I'm not gonna jam. I'm not gonna call off a jam when we get 3-bet. I'm not gonna 4-bet bluff them with fours. It's just like it's very hard for me to win post flop, and then it's very hard for me to win once I see a flop. Frankly, unless there's a 4 on it, I'm terrified of any flop. So I think it's easy enough to probably not open them in that spot, but I do open them, get the walk, steal the blinds, so it worked out well. Fold 5-4. Jack 10. This is a smaller tournament. I can play more aggressive. I'm gonna fold, just play straight. And then King 5 here and the 109 we're gonna fold. Oh my goodness. I mean it's fine, right? But King 5 offsuit, like, do I really want to defend this my big blind? It was 1 to win 6. So I think on 23 I can call fold there. Closing action. Could be in a good spot or could be in a very bad spot, right? Because we have kicker problems. Probably in a very bad spot. Well, turn not so much. Like if he has ace king, king queen, we would have had a better 2-pair at that point. Blinds are up. Blinds go up. We drop from 100 bigs to 80, which is, it's still manageable. Average chip stack is 43. In the 55 lone card, Queen Jack from +1. Queen Jack suited from +1 position. I'm gonna open, get called from the big. I guess I can put it on the screen. Very, very, a board that would hit him. I'm just not expecting him to defend a lot of 5x. I think we can c-bet here and take the pot. It's very hard for him to continue on a board like this without an ace. He does fold, right? And then we've got pocket deuces again. For the same, we open the fours, but we're gonna fold the deuces. I don't believe we should have opened the fours. Aces versus kings. Oh wow, how sick. How sick. Gladly it wasn't for such a huge pot. This guy just goes to average, but I don't want these huge chip stacks directly by me, right? That is not what I want. I'd prefer for there to be some space, like this 40 chip stack, big blind stack over on the opposite side. A suited gap connector, closing action. We're going to be in here, right? All day. All day. Missed the flop, which is unfortunate. Very disguised, sneaky hand when we do flop, like, well. Unfortunately, we don't, and we just have to fold. All right, a little bit over an hour of registration in the 6:15. I mean the 6:30. So I said 15, but we've got an hour and 15 minutes. We're still in second place. Looks like first place is about to win a pot, or he's gonna get jammed on and lose. Probably Ace X, without a diamond. Is he gonna call here and double this guy up? He's gonna have a very large chip stack if he does call. He'd probably take first place. He does call. Ace 10 versus Jack 10. Does find the bluff. Ace 10. And then we get moved. But I guess we got moved to a new table, but he got moved as well. So instead of being our direct left, he's like one spot over, which is better for us, right? 109 mystery bounty. We've got Queen Jack suited. Fold here. With the 109 mystery bounty. I have, like, historically on this site not done well in mystery bounty tournaments. Like, literally have not done well. I think the last mystery bounty I made the final table and did not win. Queen Jack suited. This is a larger chip stack at the table, so he could do this quite wide. He could do this with a lot of Ace X, and he could do this with smaller pairs. So we're doing well with just a flat. The problem is we're out of position. And we have 21 bigs. I'm going to flat here. I don't want to open fold Queen Jack suited to the chip stack leader. And it is a great flop. We're going to check here like we would in majority of 3-bet pots that come king high. He could just have, you know, king X, ace king, king queen. When he raises here, we've got 16 and there's 16 in the middle. We're going to be all in the 109 mystery bounty. With the second nut flush draw, I think we just gamble versus this guy because we're gonna bluff a lot of ace X that's just representing the king. Would have got there on the turn, so maybe another flat and he barrels again, but he probably shuts down a lot. Ace 9 offsuit, we're gonna fold here. We're gonna fold here. Can't call off in a lot of 3-bets and a lot of jams, so we're just gonna fold. So that was pretty good, right? We picked up some chips. We're at about average chip stack. Average chip stack is 35 bigs. We've got 32, so that was very beneficial. And we do get moved off the table again in the 6:30 to move to a new table. No longer a huge chip stack at our table, so we are the big dogs on the tournament. Or the big dogs at our table, rather. We've got fours. We're gonna turn our hand into a bluff here. In the Boski. Hopefully it folds, right? Missed, you know, there's a lot of missed everything. He does fold. Let me take it down. So, Okay, under the gun versus the big blind. This is gonna be interesting because he can have a lot of hands that defends here, and frankly, we're just not at the high top of our range. But we do flop well. It's gonna be very hard for him to have King X here. I think we should start with a check. There's not many straight draws, not flush draws, not a lot of stuff he could have. Um, 10. Okay, there's 10x he could be defending from the big, like Jack 10, 10, 9. We're gonna bet here. Oh, I was gonna say it looks like we might get raised. Oh, let's go to Oski. We open King Queen suited from +1. Get called by the button in the big. I think we can check here. Could probably bet, right? We have two overs, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. I think we do peel here, right? But because we have a lot of hands that can, there's a lot of turns that can improve our hand. And then here, obviously, any diamond we're just gonna be folding. We pick up equity with a jack, a 9, obviously a pair of kings or queens, or an ace, or any club. 6 will smash like big blind and button. Sometimes have 6, 7, 5, 6 suited, ace 6 offsuit. Um, especially from the big. We're gonna be check folding now. We're going to be check folding. Not gonna call. Oh, big all in the 630. Sixes versus queen jack. Queen jack flops second pair with a redraw to the flush. It checks around and we drill a king here. I think we can go for value here when the front door flush misses. I'm gonna go fairly small. Try to get called by 10x. We take it down. There's a cutoff raise. We defend with king 8 suited from the small. We're gonna check and then we can check raise. We've got a lot of stuff we can do with this hand. He does not hit this board very often. But we can raise, we can call, see if we can pick up equity with a heart. And then obviously a king would be phenomenal on a paired board. It sucks when he has like Jack 10 or Ace 10 or something like that. I wanted to bluff, but I don't think he's folding Ace high now on uh 3 deuce boards. Like it's very hard. Like maybe we can fold an Ace high if he believes we have a 10. I'm not sure what checks though. I'm gonna go very small. We do have king high, right? We have showdown equity, so I think we can just check. But it puts us in a bad spot when he turns his hand into a bluff. Whatever he has, it's gonna be very hard for us to call off. But we do take it down with king high. Pretty cool. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Man, first place just skyrocketed. He just picked up, what is that? Is that a 9 or a 0? Oh, that's a 9. 30. 50,000 in chips. Almost 50 bigs. He just picked up almost 50 big blinds in the last few moments. So that's pretty crazy. So he probably, I mean, I don't see, maybe he got in all in 3 ways and one, all in 3 ways and one, because there was nobody at the table that even had 50 big blinds. Like, but when we got moved. This is, we keep getting these marginal hands. Queen Jack suited is a premium, right? But not versus a 10 and a 20 big blind chip stack. It's going to be very, very hard to do a lot. We will range bet here with Queen Jack. You know, we have gut shot to the nuts. you know, we're the pre-flop aggressor, so we're gonna represent the ace and the king. We'll have a lot more of those hands than he will, but that hand could have got us in a lot of trouble. I want to be. I think with these stacks here, actually, I was gonna say I like to three bet these hands a lot of time. Just using my big chip stack to my advantage. But when there's a 20 big blind stack and a 10 big blind stack in the small, if they pick up anything, they're gonna just jam, and then we can't call off, right? So, and we would have to call off this one, but this would have been a great spot to find that three bet. Honestly, great spot, great flop for our hand. Um, but unfortunately, we weren't able to. Excuse me. We weren't able to find the three bet there because of the chip stacks in the blinds. Okay, not our turn. It goes check, check. Wow, I think this guy's got like something. Would have missed. Oh, wow. Flop the dream. Just couldn't hold on to it. King 5, we're going to be folding here. Ace 2 suited in the Boski. Oh, I mean, if there's open, this is a great hand to bluff, right? To three bet, blocking a lot of the ace X, but so let's just go for it, right? Find a three bet. This is a versus large chip stack. I do need to establish something here. Get jammed on, so we're gonna have to fold. Bet, three bet, jam. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I think it's like $2 grand if I make the final table of the Boski and the loan car on the same day. So that'd be pretty cool. I won, and then it's like 10, somewhere around 10,000 if you win both tournaments. I mean, it's possible, right? I got into the 630 and the 215. The highest tournaments that play on like Friday weekdays, Saturday too, but at on the schedule, so it's everyday schedule. So if those two are the highest tournaments and these two are tournaments that are stringed together, like I guess I accomplished it in a different way by winning the 630 and the 215 last week. If I, if it was a, oh wow, ace versus king flush, they both, it's kind of hard to be in that situation with. But like I was saying, if I were to say like, if the 630 and the 215 were the Boski and loan car, I won both of the tournaments in the same day. So, Queen 10, we're going to be defending here on 20 bigs. We're going to just call fold here. Obviously, we have more sixes than they do, but I don't think, like, the players and chip stacks at this table, they're all, like, around what we have. It's necessary to start bluffing. I think we can just play profitable poker and pick up some chips. It's just three. Fold here, fold. 6-4 suited. I can rip this if it folds to me, honestly. I'm gonna deviate. Probably shouldn't be jamming here when there's an open and a three bet, but I'm gonna rip this. No, this is the 55. I'm tripping. I thought this was the Boski. I can flat, right? We're gonna fold. Ace Queen. It just seems this hand. We're very far behind a lot of this range, but he is the larger chip stack. So now that I think about it, he can do this quite wide. but he's committing himself to call a jam when that happens. So we pick up a jam spot here. 17 bigs, 15 and 16. He has 26. If he raises, we can just jam this. Be ahead of a lot of his stuff. This is a crazy all in. Ace queen versus ace four pre-flop for 15 bigs. In the 109, 30 get paid, 17 off the money. I'm gonna jam this, chat. I'm gonna jam this here. I don't expect to get called very often. Great, great. Still the chips. Awesome. 17 off the money, and this is a mystery bounty portion, so it is imperative to go into the mystery bounty section of the tournament with a chip stack that covers other players. We are in 4th place now of the 630. Is it crazy by a lot? 3 4 is full, 6 7. 5,000 and 19,000. So like 3 bigs and like 15 bigs. And then first place is just up 45,000 chips more than me. So, and also 34,000 between second. So, you know, it's like 24 bigs, 20 something between him and second. You know, good for him, but there is an hour of registration left, so we're not tripping about it, honestly. Fold here. Okay, pretty playable hand. Okay. Check. Snap barrel. I think we called, but just proceed cautiously without a diamond. 7 doesn't change anything for him. He could have 5s, right? He could have deuces. He could have the ace of diamond, and then it's gonna barrel it off. He could have ace jack as well, and then we're in trouble. It goes check check. I think we can value bet here. Maybe we check and let him bluff, right? I think we check, right? Because when he shuts down, I don't think he's expecting to win. And ace queen, maybe he hero calls, possibly. I don't think so. I think if we bet, he folds. So obviously we didn't win any chips there by checking, but I think it was the most profitable decision in that scenario. Because a lot of times he knows ace queen is not gonna win. Maybe he can bluff an 8 or something like that. So a lot of times he's gonna have to bluff there. Let's go here to the Boski. Blind versus blind. We limp, he checks. This is a huge chip stack, so we can get paid off here. I think we should start betting here. I'm gonna go larger because he has 80 bigs. So I'm gonna go full pot. I don't think a 10x checks either, so I believe we're ahead. I'm gonna go for value. We've got a jam. Oh, nuts versus 7s. Wow. I'm glad we folded there. Would have flopped 2 pair. Probably got in trouble. Got in trouble real quick. Chat. 1 more hour. This next hour is gonna tell us a lot. We've got an hour left of registration. We're in 4th place right now of the 630 high roller on ACR, and we won this tournament last Saturday for $9,000. If you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on kick, if you go to my profile, you will see the entire final table of the 630 and the 215. I think it's like the latest video or whatever, or two back. But we won both of them. Final table, both tournaments at the same time, and shipped both of them for about 14K last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure, but I know I haven't been playing in a while, so my little kid screaming, watching, laughing at some TikTok. If you heard that in the background. We're not doing so great. I'm not doing so hot in the loan car, right? I've got 15 bigs. Just, I don't remember any spot where we just like didn't win. Maybe we just bought in and then, yeah, I mean, we have over, the buy-in was like, or the starting chip stack was like 30,000. We've got like 36,000. So I don't think we've lost any chips. We just haven't played very many hands, and then the blinds went up. So we're sub 15 bigs now in the loan car. And then in the Boski, we've got 32 bigs. Average chip stack is 54. So we did like double up. We got in, we doubled our chip stack, and then kind of didn't do much. We've got 8s here in the 109. We are still 15 off the money. Open here. I think we can jam 8s if it folds to us. If there's someone that flats, maybe. It depends. Right, I don't know. Let's figure ace-10 offsuit. Do I jam this? 14 bigs. Middle position opens. I think we can. There's a lot of king X, queen X that opens here. Ace-3 in the 630. Okay, we're gonna call. I flop a pair and a gut shot. Pretty happy there.
You win?
I'm still playing.
I saw that you were big stack.
Yeah, I am pretty big.
On what tournament?
In the 630.
The $630 win?
Yeah.
Ooh,
we're gonna ship 8s, 10K right now.
Yeah, you better
flop
touch that, boy.
Straight. Flop is straight here. We're just gonna barrel, take it down. We jam the 8s and pick it up. Great jam, right? Now we're up to 20 bigs in the 109. Still 15 off the mystery bounty portion, or off the money as well, right? That's the thing. I'm so focused on getting to the mystery bounty portion, I forgot that once that starts, it means you're in the money. But obviously we want to win the tournament, so I'm not concerned about min cashing. So that's why we're jamming. That's why we're, we could try to fold. We could try to fold. Let's go back to the 630. I'm gonna keep the screen on the 630 because it's the highest tournament. Ace-10 here. We just call, right? I don't know if like we can 3-bet. Don't want to get jammed on the 23 big blind stack. Like you could jam like 9-8 suited, and I'd be forced to fold. Ace-10 offsuit here. I think we can just fold. Didn't flop well enough. We lost chips and went up a spot, so we're in 3rd place now. So one of the larger chip stacks probably lost a lot of chips because they did. There was like 15 big difference between them and me a moment ago. Hopefully it was 1st place. It was 1st place. 1st place lost a lot of chips to someone else because we were in 4th. 2 people in front of us are no longer in front of us, so both the people, and then 1st place dropped down to 2nd, and then the new 1st place is someone that wasn't even on the leaderboard. So it's a lot of stuff happened in the last 3 hands. King 6 all in versus Queen 10. That's a queen. Oh, the blinds went up again. Golly, man. These blinds are going crazy in the mystery bounty. I don't like hovering around 20. Like, 18 to 20 bigs, like especially on the bubble. It makes you have to. It forces you to play a tighter range, which is fine, but honestly, like right here. First of all, A7 from early position is a bad hand, but with a lot of small chip stacks on the bubble, I could apply a lot of pressure just by raising and forcing them to fold. But it's a great fold because there's a jam here. And this is why you don't open bad aces because you just can't call off, right? A lot of the hands that they're jamming or going all in has ace 7 dominated, just like completely crushed. You will lose a lot by calling there. And then I get the exact same hand again, but this time in the big blind. Just kind of ass. 10-4 in the 630 high roller. We're going to fold. Blind versus blind, though. Ace is doing very well. I might ship this. If he raises, I might ship this. He does raise. I'm going to ship this because he has a huge chip stack. He's going to be opening quite wide. We're ahead of a lot. And then obviously picking up the two big blinds is just phenomenal for us. 12 off the money. 12 off the money in the 109 mystery bounty. Still got 50 minutes of poker to play, of registration in the high roller in the 630. And then I think it only pays like 4 spots, so we have to make the final table and do some big things. I mean, we're in 4th place currently now, but so ICM wise, it makes sense to not lose chips, but also to try to win the tournament, we have to win some chips as well. With these 20 and sub 30 big blind stacks, there's going to be a lot of 3-bet jams, 3-bet all-ins, with a lot worse hands than like, let's say we raise ace 10 suited, and then or we 3-bet ace 10 suited versus one of these guys, and then they jam, and they've got king queen suited. We don't know what they have, but can we call off their 4-bet jam for 23, 27 bigs? Probably not. Probably not. We're not going to win enough versus those scenarios. So, but first place, let me open the lobby here. Okay, first place dropped down even more. You can see right here, first place is $8,000. So I don't know if we if there's a big overlay. No, there's not an overlay. Obviously, with 32 entrants, 630, 18,000. No, there is a small overlay actually, as of right now. Maybe by $1,000 or so. Or 800 bucks. So like we need 2 more people to buy in, but still first place is 8,000. That makes sense because when I won it last week, I won 8,000 there. So try to go for another win, right? The only thing, one of the big problems, like I wish ACR would change is like I wish they'd go through a third party, or they would do something to allow people to see like the tournaments that you win. Like it'll be like on there, like I don't want to just compare ACR to GG, but like on GG you can click someone and you can see like how many tournaments they've won on the site. That you can see the amount of money they've won on the site. You can see all of those things, and I think that's like and then obviously it'll track their VPIP and all of those other stats. But not so much the VPIP, right? Because I can buy a whatever software that'll track that stuff for me. Um, Induces. We're gonna open here actually. Button versus the blinds. Like we're not scared of getting jammed on, and we're not in a situation where like we're forced to call off. We're gonna range bet here. I know there's like we're just gonna represent the ace, represent the top of our range, and it works. Pick up some chips. And then deuces again. I don't know if we can, you know. I mean, it worked last time. I don't know if it'll work this time. Maybe we flop a set this time. Who knows? We're gonna fold actually. Yeah, but like if on ACR, if I can see the tournaments that people win, it'd be pretty cool. People could see the tournaments that I won, would be pretty cool. Hopefully ACR can make would wanna do something like that, because when I see streamers playing GG and then you can just click on the player's thing and it'll say, oh, this guy's got like four whatever, I don't know what you call them, titles or crowns or whatever. So great fold for us, right? Deuces. If we would have flatted, three betted, this guy was gonna jam because he jammed over two people already. Um, King Jack offsuit. We're going to defend our big blind on 23 bigs. Ace Ace King. It's gonna be very unlikely someone. It makes it more unlikely that someone has an ace than it does that they don't. Um, so for those reasons, we've got 15 bigs. The blinds went up in the mystery bounty again. We're 9 off the money. So we're gonna have to pick up some chips. I'm not really concerned about a min cash. Bet. I think we call and then fold turn, right? Especially on a diamond. There's a lot of like if we're assuming it's harder for them to have an ace because there's two of them on the board, then I think we would have to assume they're betting and calling with the draws rather than trip aces. We're gonna fold. We're gonna fold. $14 bigs in the 109, all in. Ace King versus Queens. Flop this set. Ace King needs a 10. Doesn't get there. We are one person closer. 7 off the money and the 109 mystery bounty. We only got 14 big blinds though. This is just crazy. Like right now we can fold, try to make, you know what I'm saying, min cash. I think we're gonna ship ace 10. Like literally I can fold right now every hand, not play anything, and then min cash and win my money back, but we won't be able to win any bounties if we take that approach. So I think we want to play for a chip stack rather than a min cash. So we're gonna jam ace 10, right? Steal the blind. If we get called, we're fine. Versus queens, we need to win a flip. Give him a set, or we need an ace or a 10. That's what we need. Don't get there and we bust the 109. We bubble. It's unfortunate, right? But it's fine. It is unfortunate. We'll move this up here. I don't know. I did see another tournament I wanted to play, and then we pick up 10s in the excuse me, in the 55 loan card. Obviously, we're going to open 25 bigs. Maybe I shouldn't have jammed ace 10. I think it's profitable enough times that, you know, obviously they're not going to have, you're not going to expect the big blind to wake up with queens. But if we double up there, right, if we jam, we're doing fine. Get called by, you know, king queen offsuit, king queen suited, whatever it is, and we double up, we're in a great spot. 10s, right? So first thought is like if he has ace 4, he probably doesn't just flat. I think we should just barrel small with the 10 of spades. Without a spade, I think we go quite larger. Get 3 bet. I'm gonna ship this. Could be a lot of draws, right? When he has like king queen of spades or whatever. When he has 4-6 for the straight, like we're in bad shape. But so we busted 55. Like why is these guys calling with like 4-6 offsuit? Like 4-6 offsuit is a strange thing to do. Very strange. But I don't know. Hopefully we don't Hopefully we don't run that bad in the 630 high roller because like Jesus 4-6 flops the nuts. We've got tens blocking a lot of stuff. Like it's just very hard for him to have much that like it's more likely he has a flush draw there than it is that he has just flopped the nuts. So I'm fine with the jam, but also like good lord, like you don't have to call with 4-6. Maybe I should have. Well, no, I had 27. So it's an unfortunate way to bust the 109 and the 55 back to back, but still in fourth place of the 630 high roller. 40 minutes off of registration closing. So yeah, we're on break, chat. I'm gonna step outside real quick. I will be right back. So just give me 1 second. Excuse me. Let's check out the lobby here. Put this up on the screen. So, first place you can see right here. This is the guy that was in first place. He was on our direct left earlier. um, he's got 155,000. We're down here, so he's almost got twice our chip stack. Second place is 136. Third is 128. Right here with 86, 14,000 more than fifth place. Tournament pays 5 spots. So min cash right now is so we did break the guarantee here. 20,400. It's a guaranteed 20,000. So first place is going to be 7,100. Second place is 4,400, and so on and so forth. So ICM wise, we're valued at 2,856. So it benefits us not to lose chips, but obviously, we're doing fine regardless of whatever it is, right? We've got, what is it, 61 big blinds. Average chip stack is 42. 37 minutes of registration, so 40 minutes. This last hour will definitely determine a lot. And then let's look at how many times these players have bought in. So, you probably can't see it. So let me move it down here and then switch. Alright, we'll move it over. So this player's bought in 4 times, and he has a starting chip stack, so he just rebought in on the break. But he's in for, what is that, $1,200, almost $1,300 actually. So $1,290. So he would have to like min cash this tournament in order to break even. This guy's in for 5 times and he has less than a starting chip stack. You see the 5 next to the asterisk. So this tells you how many times each player is bought into the tournament. This is good at information. A lot of times you'll be like, okay, this guy's probably on tilt. This guy's probably not. Um, he's probably an aggressive player. When you see someone that's bought into the tournament 5, 6 times, you would just assume that they're probably trying to be all in to win a large chip stack. Um, so they're not concerned about busting the tournament. They're concerned about like getting into a big pot, building their chip stack so that it makes it a lot easier for them to win the tournament rather than, you know, being concerned about busting. So there is a PKO 215 going on. We're gonna jump into that. Seems pretty fun. It is for an hour and something. So we'll get into there. It's pretty cool. I didn't see that tournament on the. We're gonna open fold the sixes. So I'm glad I saw that. There's a mystery bounty turbo. There was an $88. We get 3 bets, so we're gonna fold here. And let's see. Jack 8 suited. We can open. We're going to fold here. Oh, there's the 88 mystery bounty. We'll get into this as well. So I should have pushed all these tournaments out. There's a 6K mystery bounty. I'm not doing great in the mystery bounties, but I'll play the higher buy-in mystery bounty before I play the lower one. So let's move. Fold there. Move the 88. Alright, chat. We're at officially $1,700 in buy-ins on the day. And we are at 0 cashes. Well, we did cash a 630 ticket. So you could say we're at 1,700 in buy-ins and $630 in cashes because we did win a 630 ticket. But the issue is that we're in the only 630 that's running currently on ACR, and we have a pretty healthy chip stack. And assuming we don't bust within the next 30 minutes, we won't be able to use the ticket. In the 215, we're going to open eights. A suited king here actually is a call in the big blind. It is a slam dunk call. Excuse me. When you study poker, they tell you to start defending these suited kings and suited queen X from the bigs more often because mathematically you make more money in the long run by calling and defending your blind with them than you would folding it, right? Because it's a bad king, bad kicker. Bet and a call, we're just gonna call, right? We don't want to inflate the pot. We do pick up a pair, but obviously, you know, it doesn't necessarily increase our odds at winning because we're very far behind an ace. Button versus small. Maybe the button has more ace X than the small does. And then now I think we just don't fold. I don't think an ace checks twice. And I don't think I mean, I think we could be losing to like a better king, king 10, king jack. He bets 9, I think we call. I think we do call here, and it's unfortunate when he has like king 10, king jack, king queen, but I don't think we can fold here. I don't think he has ace X. He does have 7 high, so great pot for us. Good call out, right? The story that he was trying to tell just didn't make sense. And in poker, when you're bluffing, you're not bluffing. You're telling a story, right? So if you read books, if you're an author, if you write short stories, whatever it is, you want the story to be interesting and believable. there his story was not interesting and believable. So therefore, we make the hero call. We just call, right? We have two pair. Could be losing to anything that he's betting with value there. Just absolutely everything with value we're losing to. But the story didn't make sense. The small bet on flop, the check almost like, and then a huge bet on the river. It just did not make sense. So we make the hero call, pick up some chips, and pretty happy about it. This is an interesting spot in 215 PKO. Here it goes check check, right? It goes. Um, I think we raise. It goes check or call check check, and then he bets the river. We're gonna call here, beating other queen X. So and then chop with the same hand. That was a strange one. You would think at some point in time he would turn into try to bluff, but he goes for value on the river, and we have the same hand. So I need to pay attention to the structures because like I bought into the 88 mystery bounty, but it is a turbo, so we can't afford to play slow because the blinds are just gonna go up every 7 minutes. And then after level like 10 or 15, it goes up every 6 minutes. So you can't afford to hover around 25, 27 bigs and then go card dead. Like that is a scenario you do not want to be in a turbo tournament because you will go from 25 bigs to 15 bigs in a matter of 15 to 25 minutes very quickly. So just need to remember that this is a turbo and it will influence a lot of the decisions I make. And then everything else is just normal tournaments. Um, right? Yeah. So, no, yeah. So we're in the 630 high roller is just a normal tournament. Whatever place you finish at is the amount of money you win. We're in the 215 PKO, which is a progressive knockout tournament. So those are always fun. The 88 is a mystery bounty, and then the Boski is a normal tournament. So we're in pretty much all three different types of tournaments. King 10 suited is going to be an open on 70 bigs. We can call in position versus a 3 bet, see a flop. We can do a lot of stuff with this hand. King 10 suited flops very well. Um, oh, he's in the time bank. Okay, decides on just a flat, which is strange. 4 5 6. We're gonna start with a check. Probably a check call, right? Fold king deuce, fold king six. Probably a check call here with two overs. I don't think we can fold to a bet on the flop. We can fold now. And then we have king 10 suited as well, and the 88 mystery bounty. We're gonna fold to double barrel. Here we get 3 bet. Do we just flat? Like, are we scared of anything? Maybe he has like queen jack that can call a 3 bet here. So I'm just gonna go slightly polar. So he's like, it's representing queen jack, ace king, or a set of fours. We're gonna call and hope it's not a set of fours. We're beating, like, we're blocking set of kings, we're blocking set of tens. We're not blocking a set of fours, and we're not blocking queen jack. So we're just gonna call, and it's aces. Okay, great. Dodge a 4 or a 9. Oh my goodness, bruh. Oh, we were doing so well versus aces, so well. That sucks. That hurts. Do we get back into it? We just don't do well in mystery bounties. Oh my goodness. I mean, obviously they're like just a slam dunk call. Like we're doing just phenomenal, but just phenomenal. We have 0.3 of a big blind. We're just gonna be all in with 8 high, and then consider if if we want to rebuy in. 4s, 2.5. We fold. First ace 9. Maybe we'll fire one more bullet in the mystery bounty. I really want to make the mystery bounty portion of a tournament today. Just because, like, we've got on the bubble of the 109. Um, yeah, so second bullet in the 88. Threes under the gun. Huge chip stack. A lot of tough scenarios in all of these spots, right? So I think we just fold. A lot of scenarios where we're just in a bad spot. We're just giving away chips if we open. Excuse me, this guy on 20 bigs. If we open here from +1, I think he's going all in instead of just opening. So we're gonna fold Jack 9. Oh, almost hit call by accident. Almost misclick. And the Boski, we've got a premium. Ace Jack suited. I need to adjust the screen and make it larger. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. I don't know if that's like actually good or not. I don't like that. Ace Jack, we get 3-bet. We're gonna ship it. We have 9 behind. Ace Jack suited. Yeah, we're gonna be behind Ace King, Ace Queen. We're gonna be ahead of a lot of or we're not gonna be ahead of very much actually. I don't think Ace 10 finds a jam here. But for 7 bigs, he's forced to jam 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Obviously 10s. He's forced to jam King Queen suited, which we don't block. He's forced to jam King King Queen offsuit as well. A lot of Ace X. We're just not gonna assume that he has a better ace than us with 7 bigs. Out of all the hands he has to jam, and then sometimes he's jamming some Jack 10 suited, right? Sometimes which we block that hand, but sometimes he's jamming some of those other hands. A lot of times we're just going to be flipping versus smaller pairs. So if this guy ever gets signal, it'll make it a lot faster, but he lost internet connection, so we have to wait. So we're probably going to be calling here. He just flats, which is sketchy. This is sketchy. Can we just flat now on 10 bigs? Like we're not winning. That's for sure. We're not ahead right now on this just flat. I think we're gonna fold now. And verse Ace 9 Kings. Wow, this flat saved this guy. Saved him. Oh my goodness. Right, we assumed we were behind one of them. It was just the larger chip stack that we couldn't hold. Oh snap, wrong one. 7s. +1 open, jam, and now we have 7s. Big chip stack for about 20 bigs. We're gonna fold. We folded the Ace Jack. We were determined to call, but we had to fold when he just flats. A lot of times it's gonna be aces, it's gonna be kings that does that. When I have 10 bigs, because he should never just be flatting there. He should be jamming to protect his hand. A lot of times, only the stronger ranges of cards just flats there, and essentially the thought process is, I'm trying to incentivize. Oh, can we 3-bet? We can. Let's go for it. I'm trying to incentivize someone to flat or incentivize them to rejam over me. Um, and only very strong hands want to do that. Okay, there's an open, we three bet any flats. He still can have a better hand than us, like a lot of tens, nines, eights, just flat. But we do take the lead versus better aces. There's things like king, queen, king, jack suited that flats as well. So I think we just barrel small here. A 10 shouldn't change much, not from his calling range. Maybe he has 10s and improve. I think we just go bet, bet, check. Go half pot here. Now he has to decide when he has a pot size bet as to like, is he gonna call off the rest of his chip stack. But we pick up some chips. Pretty happy about it. So we're doing well in the 630, right? Which is great, right? If we're gonna do well in one tournament, out of all the tournament we're playing, at least let it be the largest buy-in tournament of the day. So that is on the bright side. Ah, I should have grabbed more coffee on the break. Is what I should have done. No cap chat. I am tired. I woke up to play this tournament and I am tired. We're gonna be all in the Boski with King Queen and 10 bigs. There's an under the gun open we have to fold. So we are no longer going to be all in. Open and a jam. This is why I was concerned when these chip stacks are in like this. I'm gonna jam it anyways. We're gonna be behind, but I don't want to hover around 9 bigs. King nine's a fold. Three-way all-in fours versus ace jack, and we flop an open-ended straight draw. We need to get there, chat. An ace or a 9-8. Don't get there with the king queen. Call. And the 215 bounty. We're not gonna. Well, obviously the registration is done. Nines. I think we can check again. Right. He did open. We call. He barrels on a jack high flop on a paired jack high flop, which is kind of like, all right, he could be doing that with a lot of hands. He checks the king, and I think we can bluff here. Maybe we can try to bluff a jack. What sizing should we go? I think we go 3/4. Put a lot of pressure on missed draws and jack X. So jack 10, queen jack. He does find a call. I believe it's a jack. No, it's a king. Right. We're not trying to bluff a king there. When he checks the turn, a lot of times it's like a draw that's trying to see the river for cheap, or it's something that picked up equity that no longer has to bluff. So maybe we should have raised the flop instead of like having to bluff the river. I mean, yeah, maybe we should 3-bet the flop instead of having to bluff the river. With a pair of 8s or 9s, whatever we had, I think it makes more sense to do that line versus just calling and saying, I believe I'm ahead, but I will give you a free card by just calling. I do 6 as a fold. I don't know what. Here we can 3-bet, right? This is second place of the tournament. When he has 18 and he opens into the blinds, I don't think he's messing around. I think he has a very strong hand, which we should not be trying to mess with. Let me see what place this guy is in. This is BALTO. Yeah, so he's in third place with 5 bigs more than us. Probably 7 bigs because he did call, but 5 bigs now. And then first place is a new player. Oh wow! I mean, we inch kind of closer to them. We're going to open the ace. Seems fairly normal. Now he has 124. So 15 thousand, which will be about less than 10 bigs. We're less than 10 bigs away from first place. Get jammed on. Okay, I'm not sure what wants to jam here for 38 bigs. Probably not going to call, right? We don't have strong enough hand to call. But this is not a very strong card, right? Versus the button, he could 3-bet and we would fold. So I'm assuming like this would be a flipping scenario where he would have like sevens, eights, nines. So we fold. Probably would have took the lead, right? With the 10. Like it's more likely he had a small pair than he did have broadways that jams there over open. Sometimes players do some strange things, but could be tens, right? And then like even though we're blocking that hand, but normally stronger cards they want you to put more chips in the middle. They don't want to incentivize you to fold. So maybe if we call and then flop a pair, we're doing fine. Versus a lot of his jamming range, but I don't think it's worth taking the risk at that current point. 16 minutes away from registration closing, and ICM wise, we're in fourth place of the tournament, so don't want to be taking those risks. But I do believe opening was the correct decision. Obviously, we had an ace button versus the blinds. Oh, my bad. Pair of tens. 5. 17 in the tournament currently. Is that correct? There is 17. Oh, we were so close. Oh, this guy's in first place now. So when we're like, oh, we're 10 bigs away from it, this guy just took first place. And he's on a direct left, which is always an issue when you're playing poker. If you're at a table with a large chip stack, you don't want him on your direct left because he will always have action behind you, unless he is in the small blind. You would prefer him, if he's going to be next to you, to be on your right, because then you will always have information, more information than he will in every hand. But a lot of things that neutralizes that is that there's a lot of small chip stacks here on both of our direct right. So there's going to be a lot of all-ins. There's going to be a lot of situations where you just don't want to put a lot of chips in the middle because it incentivizes them just to jam, right? So what do you do if you have Jack 10 suited and you open and this guy's got 15 bigs and he goes all in? Are you calling? Probably not, right? So should you fold that hand pre-flop? Probably not either, right? 5-handed, it's a great hand. The 88 mystery bounty. We've got 8s. Is it a sign? A 5s. Wow, we're gonna have to call the jam here. And then we fold. Flop comes king 10-6. Let's raise here. We've got a pair, blind versus blind. What do you want me to do? I can't let you see a flop, right? Can't let you pick up a pair, so obviously you're gonna have to just raise. Just have to raise there. Ace 4. I'm gonna underrep my hand here with this guy behind us. We're just gonna flat, not folding versus the button for sure. But I do incentivize this guy to 3-bet, and then this guy's gonna be forced to fold. Now we'll have to fold as well. Okay, not much going on. We do have the ace of hearts, so um, if a third heart comes in, we have the opportunity to bluff. Unfortunately, 895 is going to smash the big blind's calling range. But with one over, not much backdoor anything actually. Bet, three bet, we fold now. Mm-hmm. Four bet, wow. Wow. I think this guy has an overpair to the board. Maybe this guy has the two pair or a flush draw. But I mean, we're blocking the nut flush draw, so it makes it a lot harder for him to have like something. In the 88 mystery bounty, we've got aces. I want to focus. I want to see what's going on here. And a jam, great. I don't think this guy can fold an overpair. Um, so if he's got like tens or jacks or something, you just have to find the call here. He has jack nine top pair, and he has 9-6. Wow, big call there. Big call there. Um, this is three. I'm gonna barrel large here. I don't. This guy's been over calling me in this tournament. Maybe he has a 10, maybe not. But I want to build the pot and set up a jam on the river. We do only have 30 bigs. We're gonna fold 8-9 suited. He's in the tank. Do it, jam. I bet you won't jam, bro. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. This is gonna be this quickest snap call you've ever seen. We fold 8-9 on the button. I guess we lost like 4 or 5 big blinds by calling this guy's open the last couple times. But now the large chip stack has shifted from our left to our right, which is beneficial to us. We don't care who has the chip stack if it has to be on one of our sides. We're more happy that it's over here versus over here. And this guy is probably upset because he was first place of the tournament. Now he lost, I don't know, 30 bigs, 30 big blinds. So to us, we weren't in the hand we folded. It benefited us. The 215 PKO, we defend King Jack from the small, uh, versus +1 open, and we flop gut shot and a backdoor nut flush draw. Oh, we're gonna call it, right? We're not folding here. We have too many turns that improve our hand to fold to a C bet. This guy does have 120 bigs, so like he's gonna flat and call a lot. We pick up equity. Now we have a flush draw. Now we have 2 draws to the absolute nuts. So we're not gonna be folding here either. It's just a matter of, do we want to jam or not? We don't. I think we go for value here. Let's go somewhere around 8 bigs. Try to get hero called by an ace. It is a paired board, but we have the nut flush. Like, I'm not folding. If you've got it, if you got a house, then you've got it. Honestly, there's not much I can do. Not when we call flop. He jams. Chat, don't have a 10. Please don't have a 10. Oh, it's threes. Let's go. Big bluff. I don't understand why he felt like he needed to bluff that. I mean, I appreciate it. I'll take the chips, bro. I will take the chips. Thank you. I mean, maybe with him not blocking stuff, like whatever it is, like he felt like that was a good jam, but I feel like I played my hand pretty straightforward. That I had value. Like there wasn't bluffs there. And he still finds the jam. So we'll take the chips, right? It was the easiest call I've ever. Didn't really have to think about it much, right? Mm-hmm. All right. About 8 minutes of registration. We did drop a place though to fifth, which is kind of crazy. Let's check this out. Okay, all right. The guy that was in first earlier now came back up, picked up some chips. He's been hovering, like he'll be in first place. I don't know. Either he's running very well, or he's like a person that accumulates a big chip stack and then loses a lot of it, and then accumulates a big chip stack and then like he doesn't maintain his chip stack very well. It's either that or he's just running very bad or very well. Because he's gonna go from first place all the way to like drop down to like fifth, sixth, or whatever. Um, with an ace, we're gonna defend. We're gonna under rep our hand here with the ace three. Um, get paid off a lot when the ace does come because they're going to be expecting us to raise to three bet a lot of aces. He finds for one. I don't think we can. I mean, we can fold actually. I mean, on a paired jack, like I think we're gonna hero call the river, so I'd much rather just fold there than have to hero call the river. He does open. We can three bet here. Do we under rep with an ace again? I mean, this is just such a good spot to three bet, but when he opens under the gun, like I'm not three betting now. I mean, I could, right? It's incentivizing me, but I think this guy can flat. It's a lot of ace jack type of stuff that does this. Let's make a bad decision and flat. Should fold, but we'll flat. Same board, right? Exact same board, only this time there's four players. So, like, the likelihood of someone having a jack is much higher than it would be if we were heads up or in a three bet pot heads up. Like, just a lot of jack X is gonna fold. And we should be betting at some point and protecting our four, but we just can't. There's just so many people. If we call, the pot's gonna be so big. This guy's just gonna jam. Someone's gonna jam. Like it's gonna be all in at some point. There's just too many chips in the middle. I think we have to fold the four. I think we have to fold, chat. There's 13 bigs in the middle. This guy has 17. If we call, it's gonna be 15, and then anyone is gonna be all in. And so guaranteed, it's gonna be all in. We just have like four ways. It's just like, oh my god, no. I mean, you know what? We could have gotten in trouble here, right? We could have gotten in trouble here. I don't think Jack X checks. I mean, they do actually when he gets called. We might be drawing to runner, right? We'd have to hit another ace a lot of time. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. It's fine, right? It's fine. We're you're not expecting to go runner. There's a lot of turn and river cards that's bad for what we had bottom pair or two pair, but that's just unfortunate because this is going to be a very large pot. 4 minutes from registration closing, like we could have just picked up a huge chip stack here. Going up to like 60 bigs right here would put us in like second, maybe even close to first place. Like, and the call, is it a jack? Yeah, so ace jack, which we chop with, but we were behind, so great fold. This guy had queens. Great fold. We would have had to go runner in order and hit the case ace, right? In order for us just to chop. So it was a great fold for us, right? We were behind. He had queens, so when we didn't three bet pre-flop, right? We weren't gonna be all in. So we played well, right? We played it perfectly. Jam for 14. 3 minutes and a call. Ace deuce versus the open-ended straight draw. He gets a jack. So in the 88 mystery bounty, double barrel, he calls twice. We're gonna check here. We have showdown equity with top pair, but yeah, I don't. He's calling with a four. I don't think he's going to. And then we're going to 3-bet in the here. Did we open the king 8? No, it's opening the jam. Oh, we did open flat jam. We're gonna fold. 3-bet here. It gets called by 8-6 offsuit. This is not a call. I have no idea why he's doing this. I have no idea at all. Bet, fold here. We have ace 10 and the 88. We're going to barrel here. Range bet. Check, check. We do take it down. Ace 8, button versus small. When we 3-bet, we're going to barrel again. He checks. What do we do here? 20 bigs in the middle with that 6. I'm gonna give up, right? I'm gonna give up. He does have ace high. We should have triple barreled and got it through. But when he calls, like, I don't know if enough change for him to fold the river. Jackson, the 88 mystery bounty. Let's play a big one. We are above average chip stack here, so we're gonna call off a jam here for sure. Jam to a 3-bet. He jams, we call. It's first king queen, 2 overs. Okay. Good turn. Need a safe river. 3 of clubs. Deuce of spades is great. 4, a lot of chips. A lot of chips in the mystery bounty. This is a turbo, so that was great. And then ace queen. Under the gun open, which is scary, but we will 3-bet. This is a larger, and then the 3-bet, we will fold now. Ace queen, we want no smoke with these guys. Huge chip stacks. Average chip stack is 35 bigs, and it's crazy that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll say 5 players over average when there's only 17 players in remaining. We're gonna fold here, right? We're just not ahead of a bet 3-bet range with ace queen offsuit. It's just a situation you don't want to be in. Deuce 9 is a fold for sure. And we're up to 60 bigs in the 88 mystery bounty. We are on our second bullet. But 4th place of the tournament with an hour of registration left, so it could still be profitable. Jack 10, we do cover here, not here, but we cover here. Do we ever defend here? $50 bounties. We're gonna fold Jack 10 offsuit. Last level registration just closed right now in the 6:30, so we're in it for the money now, chat. 6 players get paid if my math is mathing. Yeah, so it went from 4 to 6. No, 5 players get paid, so there's 20 players left, not 21. Aces versus jacks. Huge chips, huge, like 40 bigs pre-flop, and he still has 18 behind. And the mystery bounty, we're gonna 3-bet 9s, all in. Okay, great. Okay, I was gonna say this is a big chip stack. Aces, ace jack versus ace 6. Oh, our 3 is good. Our 3 is good. Bottom set. Barrows, we're gonna call. Obviously, we're behind king 10. Front door flush gets there, but we're just not folding, right? We only lose to king 10. We lose to other sets, but we're gonna call here. Could be 2 pair. It's ace 10, right? Doing great. 80 bigs and the mystery bounty. 48 minutes of registration. We might actually make the mystery bounty portion of this one. It's looking like it's in our favor. So hopefully we do. Like I've been trying to do well in the mystery bounty tournament for so long. I just have not been running well on mystery bounties. I literally made the final table, cashed the tournament, everything in a mystery bounty. Didn't win a single bounty. Didn't win a single bounty. Made the final table with like average chip stack. Covered like 4 players. Didn't win a single bounty. It was so trash. So so trash. And then we got knocked out of the tournament in a three-way all-in, covering the smaller chip stack, and then just got crushed. Hey, thanks for the raid, Wave OSR. I appreciate the raid, man. Everyone that's just hanging in. We are in the 630 high roller, 20K guaranteed. If you're watching on Twitch, if you see my profile, we did win this tournament a day ago. Maybe it was a day ago, maybe it was no, not a day ago, a week ago. We won the 630 high roller first place, and we double final tabled the 215, and we shipped the 215 as well. So definitely looking to win this one as well. But hey, thanks for the raid, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Let's fucking go. For real, for real. Trying to defend our. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Definitely need it. A lot of people don't watch my streams, and I am streaming without a yeah, 630 is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but we did win it already last week, so we're excited, right? It's not. It is a larger tournament on the daily schedule, but it's winnable. Definitely winnable. We do have average chip stack roughly or over average, fifth place out of 20 so far, and so gonna try to get there in the 215 as well. So do a quick rundown in the 215 PKO. 56 bigs, average chip stack is 58, and then we're also in the $88 mystery bounty. Huge chip stack here, fourth place of 62, and then 45 minutes of registration. So in some pretty large tournaments. Jam here, but I appreciate the raid, man. Yeah, 630 is pretty big though. It is a lot of it's a lot of my bankroll. Probably should not be playing such high buy-in tournaments, but I think when I won it last week, I'm pretty happy about getting back into it. Plus, I never keep my bankroll on here. I always take the money off because of like I think I won it for 8,000 last week, and then just took off like 5K. Immediately transferred 5K off the site to you know. But we did buy into this tournament with our bankroll, but I got into a satellite. I got into a satellite for the 630 $66, and I shipped it. So I bagged a ticket, but I bought into the tournament. Obviously, I'll buy in, and then I'll do a satellite to give myself a second bullet. But I shipped the Satty, and then we're in the 630 high roller on one bullet. Registration's closed, all that stuff. So now I have a ticket for 630, and there's no more 630 tournaments at all tonight. So I don't know if like they'll reimburse the money or what, but we won't be able to use it. Yeah, for sure. I definitely love I love these high roller tournaments. They're exciting, especially when you know like it'll hurt to lose. The ticket's good for you. It has an expiration date. It says when I went to the ticket manager, it has an expiration date. So I don't know. And then when I check Google, it says they do expire. So if the ticket is good for the 630, I'm gonna try to get up tomorrow and get into the early tournament, the 630 high roller tomorrow. But I do have a ticket for. Appreciate the raid though. Appreciate the raid so much. Um I'm trying to monetize Twitch for poker content, obviously. Uh, so I have the followers, I have everything. I just need like four streams with like above three viewers. So appreciate the raid so much. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. Right by Dallas. I could three bet King High versus it, but this guy has just got enough chips to. This is the guy that was talking about earlier. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I appreciate it. I'm completely new to streaming. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm not a computer person, so I like the game of poker more than I like technology. So it was a struggle setting the stream up, but I figured it out. So I'm pretty good with it. Have you monetized your have you monetized your stream yet, or anything like that? Yeah, no, I definitely need to get a delay. I definitely need to get a. I don't like the card covers because it's just it's like a lot, but I would like I would put a delay. I played the fours, 30 big blinds here, 15 17 big blinds stack, 18 big blinds stack. I don't think we can set mine here. I just don't think like I think there's too many jam spots here and here for us to call and then fold to a 3 bet. You've been a Twitch affiliate for a couple years. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I want to be. I'm trying to get to the affiliate spot. I just yeah. The card covers also look weird. They just make me like they make the stream not look great. Honestly, like people trying to watch Ace King Jam. So good fold with the fours. We've got queens over here in the 215 and the 215 and get 3 bet. Do we flat from +1? I mean, this is a bounty tournament. Let's not just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to 22 here and then decide. He jams. Let's call. Please be ace king or jacks. Ace king or jacks. Don't be kings or aces. It's ace king. Let's go chat. Wanna flip? Wanna flip? Let's go. We pick up a $75 bounty. This was an above average bounty. Um, so huge bounty there. Let's go to the king 10. Let's go to the king 10. When he finds a barrel here, we have 70 bigs, 6th place of the 88 mystery bounty. Um, for 2 bigs to win 7, we can call and pick up equity with the club. Obviously a jack, a king as well. So let's call and then fold river, or fold turn rather. I don't think we can continue past this point with 10 bigs here. He has 20 bigs behind. Like I don't think we can continue, but we do want to see the turn. Let's go. I'm excited. Big chip stack in the 215, 10K PKO. First place is going to be 1,300 with bounties. It's probably going to be, you know, if you crush bounties, it might be somewhere around 3K. So pretty excited. Finding a lot of all-ins now that registration is closed. Ace King, Ace 5 finds the jam, is ahead, and holds. Oh, man. 30 bigs. We need to be cautious because uh, 4 places get paid in the 630. We have lost some chips and we're under average chip stack now, whereas we were in first place of this tournament earlier in the stream. Yeah. I don't know. Like I think that's like spam or something. People put that on my stream all the time. Like I don't bot. Like I wouldn't pay anyone to bot. Like I'd rather just have a stream. But from what I hear, all the major streams, I heard Aiden Ross on one of his things saying like all the major streams bought, but to me it's just not that big of a deal. Like, bro, I'm not trying to. I'd love to be a professional poker streamer, right? But oh, they do. Okay, I see. Because like almost every stream I do, that message will come up. It'll be the exact same. It'll be the exact same message every time, and I'll be like, at some point in time, like, bruh, big blind is sitting out, which is unfortunate for the kings. Like one less person that can see a hand. Open get flatted on. Hopefully it incentivizes this person to jam. Flop comes 665. Two diamonds. Without a diamond, I think we have to barrel here. I could check, but like button, he's not gonna hit this. I'm not gonna hit it very often. Like whatever he can call would still be pre-flop, which should still be good to call on the flop. Maybe he just missed. So five off the final table, eight. So ITM. King deuce suited. We're not gonna three bet here. We do cover for. We're gonna fold king deuce in the 215. Hey, I appreciate the follow as well, man. Thanks for everything, bro. The wave, all of that, the raid, all of that. Follow. 6-3. Um, oh snap. 6:30 is there. First impression is jam, right? He has to fold 10. We're not doing great versus. I think we're just gonna fold here. 6-3. Just gonna fold. Like I want to jam, but it sucks when he wakes up with like king high, ace high. A lot of suited jacks even call blind versus blind a jam. So for those reasons, I think it's a lot easier to fold. Blinds do go up. We're down to 24 bigs. Average chip stack is 34. And 4 players off the final table, 7 off the money. This is a critical point in the 630 high roller. Tell me about this Amazon banner. So if you look on the left side of the screen, this is a book I wrote and published through Amazon. It's also, I want to change it because it's also on Audible. Um, and I think I get better rates when people buy the book and listen to it on Audible than they do on Amazon. So this is a book I wrote. It's called The Battlegrounds, Bloodlines, and Magic, and it's available on Amazon. So if you go on Amazon, I published it through Amazon. So if you go on Amazon and type in the name, you will see the book. And if you're into fantasy, it's essentially about a big war between magic users and vampires, and it kind of changes the thought process on vampires and magic users. It's more of like a different aspect than what you see in things. And I wrote the book. Pretty excited about it. It's the first book I wrote. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very good at typing and what would it say, sentence structure and all of that stuff. So I will be the first to say that I'm going to pay someone to, even though it is published, I can always re-edit it at a later point. I am gonna pay someone to restructure some things, um, stuff like that. But this is a book that I wrote, so that's yeah. Ace 8, 24. I'm not gonna call off a jam from these spots. Here is just can put a lot of pressure. I think we have to fold here. Ace 8 suited, maybe I'm indifferent on what they want to do. As far as these larger chip stacks, I think this is first place or second place of the tournament. No, this is second place, and then this would be third. And then cheer, beer. That's the guy we folded to earlier. We've dropped down to ninth place. We went from fourth to ninth, but we did lose 50K in chips. Somehow. Don't know. A6 is the same thought process as Ace 9. It's just a very bad hand from early position. And then we've got Ace King suited here in the mystery bounty. Flat. I'm going to ship this on 55. I know it is a lot, but I think we need to protect our hand here. Yeah, me either. I see a lot of like poker player, movie star type stuff. It's a flip versus fours. Okay, that's a set. We need a queen. We need a queen. It's good it was only for 4 bigs, but don't get there. but at least we didn't lose a flip versus one of these 40 big blind chip stacks. Yeah, I do see a lot of business owner poker players. I do see a lot of poker players that do different things. Not very many authors. I see chess player poker players, but yeah, definitely super excited about a jam we fold. Right, there's gonna be a lot of jams in this loose bubble. 8 off the 7 off the money, 4 off of the final table snap. Button open. We can 3-bet here. I like the 3-bet. Not gonna see a lot of jams here. We're just representing a strong range. So I think we can steal these chips here, and then also our hand flops well. And when it doesn't flop well, it's very hard for us to lose chips with 8 high. So we do 3-bet and take it down. Found a great spot to do so. So 630. Let's do a recap so far. 630 high roller, 20,000 guarantee. 9th place out of 13 players remaining. 7 off the money, meaning 4 people are going to get paid, and we have 23 bigs. Not very good. I think I can't say I did anything incorrectly. I can say there's some spots that I could have folded. There's some spots I could have maybe did something different, but I don't think I did anything that loses money. Essentially, we just didn't win some chips, and we didn't win a flip. So 630 high roller, we're doing fine right now. Nothing to complain about. Yeah, big hour coming for sure. It's gonna be a big hour because these last 2 tournaments is 30 and 45 minutes registration. In the 215 PKO 10K guarantee, 92 bigs. We're in 7th place of this tournament. We did win a $75 bounty, so got some of the money back so far. And then we cover our entire table, or everyone at our table. 44 minutes of registration left. And then in the 88 daily mystery bounty, we're in for 2 bullets on this tournament. 11th place right now of 66 and 55 bigs. Average chip stack is 33. So holistically, we're doing great, right? In 3 tournaments, holistically, we're doing phenomenal. We've got larger than average chip stacks. We've got some bounties, and anything can happen in the 630 high roller, right? We're a middling chip stack at our table. There is a huge chip stack here at 80 bigs. But people can't just call us off wide when we do jam. So with 20 bigs, even this guy with 54, I think this is first place of the tournament. It is. So we've got first, second, and third place of the tournament all at our table. First, second, third, and sixth place all at our table. Only 5th place is not at our table. So the other table in this tournament is just like is gonna be a lot easier for them. But for me, like, some people like feel like, oh man, all of the huge chip stacks are at our table. No, I've got more opportunities to get paid off. I've got more opportunities to take the lead and build a healthy chip stack. So we're excited, right? I'm not concerned. Like, obviously sometimes you're gonna have to win flips, but the reality of playing poker is if you don't win flips, you will not win a tournament. So having people that cover you essentially makes it to where you can get knocked out, but it also makes it to where your odds at winning the tournament goes up. Nah, for sure. Definitely want the stacks on my table. Definitely want them here, right? Also want to make the final table. We're 4 off of that, but and currently in 9th place. So like if 4 people bust, like we'll be the smallest chip stack on the final table, ICM wise right now. But oh, I'm excited. I want to ship this so bad. If I ship the 630 high roller 2 weeks in a row, I'm gonna be so excited. Let me see something. Let me see. Alright. Let's move this. Go to Twitch. And can't see my profile because I'm live. So I was like, damn, I was gonna show the highlights. I was gonna show the highlights of the 6:30 and 2:15 final table from last week, um, where I won 14K, but it's all good. Oh snap! Damn, I should have went and got more coffee. I'm tripping. It's all good. I need to lock in anyways. Need to lock in. Cuz. And then remember that this 88 mystery bounty is a turbo. It is a turbo. There's 26 minutes of registration, but this is a turbo. The blinds are going to go up every 6 minutes, I believe, from here on out. So having 50 bigs does not mean like much when the blinds shoot up. More double ups. Do you have a YouTube channel or anything? I do have a YouTube channel. I'm actually live. I just don't know what it is. I'm new to it. All of the channels are completely new. And then I created the YouTube channel a long time ago and was just posting hands. Um, but I believe the name of my YouTube channel and my Twitch, I should make everything the same, but they're completely different. So let's see what's going on here. Under the gun open, a 3-bet from a big chip stack. Jack 10 isn't gonna cut it. With this dynamic, there's gonna be a lot of jams here. Let me see. My YouTube channel's name is Layman Poker. So the same thing you see here, but there's a space in between it. LAYMAN space POKER, and then that would be my YouTube channel. And then Twitch is like forever young. I didn't want to put my Twitch name as Layman Poker because me and some other people would. I do also stream on Twitch, chess.com, so I'll play chess, um, and different things. So I didn't want it to be Layman Poker, but majority of my content is poker, so I should have just did it. I think the name was taken though. Actually, when I think I did try it, but YouTube channel is Layman Poker. It's live right now. What I'm gonna do here, actually, on the 6:30, I'm gonna open the other table so I can keep an eye on what's going on. We're on. It says table 4, so open table 8, and we'll go back and forth because we do want to see what's going on. Do want to sweat. So this is the other table. If I were to show it, we've got 17 big blind, 29, 43, 15, 50, and 22. Hey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ace 9. Here's an interesting one. For a bounty here, I'm gonna 3-bet call. I'm gonna 3-bet call a jam from this guy with Ace 9 suited. Because he does have King Queen. He does have a lot of those hands. A lot of times this guy's gonna fold, and then we're here for 20 bigs when we have 74. If we were to lose, we're gonna get knocked down to average chip stack. But I think I want to gamble here early for a bounty. So we're gonna call here. We're going to call here. Versus jacks. Okay, it's a flip. It's a flip. We need an ace. Pick up equity with an 8, a 6. Now we need an 8 or an ace. A jack, a set won't do it. So we're gonna gamble there early. Now we have to play a tighter range with we still have above average chip stack, but thanks for the sub, by the way, man. Appreciate it. Follow me on all socials. We have to fold here. Queen 6 suited. Another spot where if we didn't call off the last time, we would call off here. But unfortunately, we can't punt off like 20 bigs. We did call it like 30 bigs now. Chasing a bounty. So we were willing to take the spot earlier. If we lost, it's fine. We're at average chip stack. But here we just have to fold ace six, ace ten, and we had ace six. So there's no way we can win. There's a lot of ways we could lose. Nines. Oh, so yeah, the 10 kicker. Big spot here, chat, and the 630 high roller and open jam for 13. We're gonna ship this, chat. This will put us back in the tournament. We're gonna ship this, chat. This will put us back in the 630. We have to win a flip here. It is mandatory. Versus King 8. Dodge an 8. Okay. Dodge an 8. Okay. Just dodge an 8, chat. Let's go. Let's go. We hit Broadway. Up to 37 bigs, and we are excited. We have chips. It opens up what we can do. We can do a whole lot more now. Let's go. Yeah. It came at a good time too, because didn't want to hover around 20 bigs when the blinds are about to go up in 2 minutes. Like that would have. We're gonna fold here. I don't know why I was taking so long. I mean, I do have a lot of tables. I do. This is the overview. This is kind of similar to what I'm looking at. I know it's like not centered and stuff, but I need to make a new layout so it looks a little bit better. But Jack six is a fold here. Sleep is for the broke. Literally, I'll get off of work and then have like I work crazy hours, so I work like an average of anywhere from 11 to 13 hours 6 days a week. So I'll get off of work and come play poker. I would get off of work and play poker online and then sleep for like 4 hours. But I just don't want to get rusty at playing. Like I want to continue this. I want to build my socials and hopefully one day not have to work so hard. So I'm doing everything. Yeah. I'm writing books. I hired a voice actor to turn it into an audible. I'm on my second and third book. I'm plotted out 2 more books that I'm writing. I just wanted to get all of the information out of my head and write it down. So I'm gonna slowly work on those, but I can only do one thing at a time. So it's either like obviously work is number one. So I have to go to work and play poker, or I have to go to work and write a book. I have to go to work and like because there's only a certain amount of time to be able to do said things. Um, so right now I'm focusing on poker just because like it makes me happy. Yeah. Jack 8. You can't see it, but we're gonna fold that. Oh, slam dunk. Oh, can I even jam here? I can jam here, right? They have 13 and 8 and a call versus King Jack. Want to flip again? Okay. No ace, no 9. No ace, no 9. Let's go, chat. Another 10 bigs. Up to 42. We've got average chip stack is 28, so we're above average. Huge spot there. Huge. And I'm not sure where that ladders us up to, but let me. Fire in the 630. So excited. For sure. There is this, like, we make what that accomplishes. Now we make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable with us. When we had 20 bigs and he had 55, he can find a whole lot of bluffs that we just can't call off now. Like what he's doing here, raise to 10, putting this guy in a very bad situation. So close to the final table, so close to the money. Versus us, I don't think he would necessarily. I mean, he could just be at the higher end of his range, but 19 minutes of registration in the 88 mystery bounty, 33 minutes and then 215 PKO. We did lose those 20 bigs chasing a bounty, and now this guy covers us. Ace 9 chip stack. If we raise, we have to call here. We can't really defend a 3-bet, but I think we still do raise here. And because I'm just 5-handed, I don't think he should be folding ace X. It can get us in trouble in the long run, but versus the blinds, we're doing fine. It looks like we made the final table, chat. So after this hand, we will be on the final table. It looks like we do get the walk because the other table I was watching got removed. So I believe we're on the final table, and we are final table of the 630 high roller. Let's go. Coming into the final table, fourth place. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It does pay 4 spots, so we will need to pick up some chips. But right now, we are happy, super happy. And then the 215, right? We're still doing great. Bounties are $50 though. That's just phenomenal. Like it's gonna make the final table crazy in the 215 PKO. Nailed the raid pick. Appreciate it. Hopefully I'm entertaining and I'm doing well in the category of actually playing. All right. 4-9 we're going to be folding here. Let's look down through here and see the dynamics of the chip stacks, because that will influence a lot of our decision making. So very small chip stack on direct left, right? We have to always be aware that if we raise and he jams, we're going to be priced in the call. Huge chip stack 2 to the left. And then everyone else, we're pretty much indifferent. These guys are in first with 58 and 54, and we have 40, so they're like a tier above us, but they don't have enough bigs to where we could say like they're clear set first place or clear set second place. They're pretty much tied for first, and then here, and here is pretty much tied for second. It's kind of a chip stack ratio in that scenario. So a flat here. We're going to see a lot of flats from the larger chip stacks. 655, maybe here, but we will barrel. Do we check? No, we will barrel here. If we can fold ace X, if we can fold ace high, king high, we're doing great. We do get to steal the chips. Great. Up to 50 bigs, I believe. So now we're all kind of essentially tied for first, and these guys are tied for second. I was searching and came back to his 3 times. LOL. Fold. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, if like you were searching for someone to raid and you chose me, I appreciate it. Honestly, I do. King 10 offsuit from the cutoff. I think we fold. There is a 20 big blind. I don't know, chat. I don't know what to do here. When he opens here, we have King 10 offsuit. There is a 20 big blind chip stack here, so I think we want to be in this pot, but with King 10, like we're just so far behind a lot of his hijack opening range, and then we're also ahead of a lot of it. But I'd deviate to playing cautious. Would have been very hard to pick up to win this spot. Let's see, he does find a 3/4 pot bet. Jack 8's a fold. Alright, great. I just want to pay attention on this guy because he's a huge chip stack. He's on a direct right. And there are some bounties that are going to be available here soon in the 215 PKO. 20 bigs, 21 bigs. A lot of times they're going to be all in pre-flop. And then when the blinds go up, they're just going to be all in on a lot of flops. Fives. Let's raise fives on the final table. Probably should fold, but we're deep enough to where we can raise fold these fives. Not going to call a 3-bet from anyone, and not going to call a jam unless it was here. So essentially, like, we just sent these 2 big blinds out to die, but we can put a lot of pressure on some of these players. We do get 3-bet here, very small. I believe we can set mine here. Now that I think about it, I wanted to open fold, but I do believe we can fold now. There's just a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer at this point. Okay, ace 10 in the big. Very good hand. We're in third place now. Well, we were before we lost those two bigs. No, we're still in third place. So we are mathematically, our chips are valued at a min cash. But we defend here regardless. There's, it's not much we can do. Okay, flop a gut shot to the nuts. Gut shot to the nuts. Check. Jump in the gun. Check, bro. Don't do this. Don't do this. Let me see a turn. Let me see a turn. I promise you, you will be disappointed. Alright, does bet small. We call here, right? We do call. We don't fold here with the gut shot to the nuts. We have one over, which might not be very good. Could have ace jack. I don't think ace 9 is doing that. We have the nuts, chat. We have the nuts. Let's go. Let's go. I told you I was going to disappoint this dude. Should have bet larger. He should have bet larger. He does find a barrel. Do we just call? I think we do. We're only concerned about like a board pairing jack or a heart, but so there's a lot of king jack type of stuff. It goes check here. We can't bet. He does have fives. When we just flatted, we were ahead, right? He wasn't going to call if we raised him, so we, the most profitable thing to do is keep all his bluffs in, and then unfortunately he didn't turn fives into a bluff on the river. Maybe he just believed that we had it, but in order for fives to win on a board like that, he was going to have to bluff. He elected not to, and it's fine. But thankfully that pot put us in first place of the 630, so now we are chip leader of the final table in the 630. Definitely got the max for sure. I was reading the comment. I was trying to think of like, okay, what can I do different? Like, can I raise here? And I just couldn't. Small chip stack finds kings and gets called by ace queen. Unfortunate. Oh, I was gonna say unfortunate for ace queen, but it's unfortunate for the kings. Like, you're not expecting to lose there with the kings. Excuse me. We haven't played a hand in the 88 mystery bounty literally at all for the last 20 minutes. Haven't played a single one. Average chip stack is now 26 bigs. We've got 31, 11 minutes of registration left. What does it pay? 16 positions, and we're in 21st. So we do have to pick up some chips, but also with this being a mystery bounty, I mean, not a mystery bounty, a turbo, it's going to be very easy to accumulate a chip stack. This might be a fun one over here. 50 bigs. Suited gap connector. They're not going to play versus someone that has a bounty, but this hand can be profitable. We do want to defend here. We do want to see a flop here. We can fold, but I don't think we should be folding. Pick up an 8, right? Blocking straight draws. We're not blocking a lot of jack X. Maybe we're blocking jack 10. But I think, our pair of 8 needs protection, so we're going to bet here. A deuce changes nothing, so when he checks, I think we go bet check. I'm not going to get 3 streets of value from an 8. And then the 9 changes nothing, right? It's either he has like overs like ace king, ace queen, or he has a set of 5s. But us blocking the straight, us blocking a lot of stuff, I think we can just check and win here. He has a 9-5. Oh wow, 9-5. He got, like, I think we played it well, right? We played it great. He just raised 9-5, blind versus blind, and hit three outs on the river. We raised jack 10, get called here. We're gonna barrel small and then jam. We're just not gonna fold the second pair here when he has 15 bigs. We're just just gonna ship it. He definitely doesn't have an ace, right? His ace X will be all in pre-flop. Ah, that one sucked, bro. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have three bet. So I'm gonna make a note to three bet this guy pre-flop, or maybe not. It was blind versus blind, so a lot can happen. Three bet fold here with ace ten. Call off jam from this guy. Fold to this guy, but and then fold to a four bet from him. But I think ace ten suited. If we're gonna three bet, ace ten suited is definitely in the range of three betting hands. I think I would flat ace jack offsuit. Ace four would have to fold or three bet as well. Not gonna be flatting those hands. Huge flip in 215. Not us, someone else, but it's for 40 bigs. Ace king versus queens and queens holds. And bounty is gone. Bet, flat, three bet, four bet. We have to fold. We can call, right? We can call and see a flop. It is 6 to win 20, so mathematically we're doing well. It's 6 to win 20, 11. So I do believe we have to call, chat. We do have to call. Mathematically, it worked out. And we might bust the tournament here, chat. With the nut flush draw, we're not giving this hand up. If he calls this bet, we're jamming turn. If he jams, we call. So if he has an over, like you just got it, bro. Oh, would have queen jack 10-9. Would have missed, but RC bet RC bet got us through, and then now we're just pulling away with first place by 20 bigs. By 20 bigs. King deuce suited isn't open actually. Suited king isn't open. We're gonna call off a jam again from this 11 big blind stack, but these players are not going to go too crazy versus us. There's gonna be a lot of flats, and then with the suited king, we're gonna be doing well. 10-7-3 is fine. We'll barrel here. It's gonna be very hard for him to have very much of this board. Maybe ace 10 flats, maybe jack 10, 10-9. 7-8 suited sometimes, but when there's jam stacks behind him, I think you can eliminate almost all of those cards from his range. Call. I think do we bet river, or do we check here and bet river, or do we just barrel here as well? I think we just barrel here as well and then give up on the river. Like I'm not expecting to win, right, without bluffing. Maybe we're ahead of like queen jack, but oh snap! Let's go, queens, chat. I was gonna say like we're happy because we're taking chips from second place, so it's putting a bigger gap between them and us. But we pick up. Oh snap! We pick up an absolute premium on the final table. Ace king in the 88 turbo, so we'll see there. For 30 bigs, like drop down to 40. Oh, a very safe board for queens here. Very safe board for queens. He could have a draw. He's not going to have much deuce X or ace X. We barrel. Don't have a heart. I think we barrel and then check river. We're going to be all in. Let me see what this guy does first, but we're going to be all in. In the 88 mystery bounty, he folds, chat, so we take it down. Ace king versus queen 10. That's an ace. And the 88 mystery bounty. What do we need to dodge? I was gonna say, what does he have? Thought he was drawing dead. It's like, what does he have that has like 10% equity? King 7 is a fold. We won that pot, and then the blinds went up. So I'm not sure how much we won, but now the blinds go up and we're down to 35 bigs. But 80 bigs in the 630 high roller. 9 deuce. Oh my goodness, bro. It go like 15, 20 minutes in the turbo, in the 88 mystery bounty turbo without playing a hand. Like literally 15 to 20 minutes. And you just can't, in a turbo tournament, you can't afford that to happen. You have to make something happen. Like you cannot afford to go card dead in a turbo. The blinds just go up every 6 minutes. So every 20 minutes or 21, the blinds went up 3 times. And like a 40 big blind stack is now like a 21 or a 15 in that range. Big call from a 10. This guy, come on, man. Don't give these guys chips. This is the guy that's been hovering around first place the entire tournament. He'll go from first to a 9-8 offsuit, actually. Could be a flat, could be a fold. We're gonna fold. Jam and a jam. You got it, sir. Jacks. First, that's a 2 pair. Needs a jack. That's a full house. There's your jack. Okay, another big spot. Another big one. Under the gun open is always kind of issue, but we will 3-bet ace king. Here. He's probably going to fold. We're indifferent. Like 3-bet, I have a premium, right? Like, what do you want from me? You can flat if you want, but what do you want from me? Okay. Top. We're going to check here, actually. There's 12 in the middle. He's got 18 behind. If we bet small, we can jam river regardless. So hopefully the queen doesn't improve him, but we bet if he calls, we can jam river. He will have a pot. He'll have less than a pot size bet. So we could have went smaller than 4, 3.7. If he jams, we call a 10. Blocking the straight, maybe queen 10. Not sure. Hopefully he doesn't have ace queen or ace 10, but we're all in, chat. Have ace jack. That would be great. We're ahead, right? When he's taking this long, we're ahead. We've got 9s in the 215 PKO, but I'm going to keep it on here for a second. We do have 30 bigs. We're going to 3-bet the 9s. He's in the tank, chat. He folds. Okay, great. Great. Big. Up to 90 bigs. Let's go to the PKO. 3-bet 9s versus the cutoff. Oh my goodness. Why is the flop always so terrible? Fuck. Go check. We're not beating anything, right? When he calls a 3-bet, we've got ace 9 suited. I'm going to go back to the 630 because we're going to fold the 9s regardless. I'm not bluffing. There's like nothing I can bluff here. It goes check again. Okay, we'll go back. And then a 5 of diamond. Like, so maybe we can bluff like... Maybe we can bluff now when it goes check 3 times. We'll barrel. And then when he just has aces and had to check it down because he just crushed the flop. Like, okay, we get the bluff through. Great. We needed that because we were losing chips. we lost the big all in to him earlier and then just haven't done much else. King deuce. We are the huge chip stack, so we should be applying a lot of pressure. And then there is we're too off the money, so these larger chip stacks don't necessarily really want to call us. And then when we get us heads up versus the big blind, we will be able to bluff quite frequently. He raises. We can jam here, right? He can't call off unless he's like at absolute top of his range. But it is for 30 bigs. I'm gonna look to fold here. I'm gonna look to fold. Like any other scenario, if we're a little bit higher in our range, the king deuce suited, I'll jam. I think king deuce offsuit is just to fold. And we're not gonna open 5-4. We're gonna tighten up a little bit, just slightly, because I almost crashed out right there. Almost crashed out. We're in first place of the 630 high roller and I almost crashed out. Almost jammed into a 30 big blind stack. Excuse me. Fold here. I'm surprised we got those nines through. Literally surprised. Oh, I mean, would have missed, but great flop. If we would have elected to raise there, 9-3 is a fold. Two off the money, chat. What is min cash again? Min cash is for 2,160 in the 630 high roller. So $2,000 min cash. We're locked up. Like unless some crazy stuff happens, like a situation we can get ourselves into here, but so King 8 should be an open. Absolutely. I'm going to fold. I am the huge chip stack. Should be applying pressure with these hands, but I am getting 3-bet quite frequently. And when this guy does it into a stack that can jam, a stack that covers him, he's probably higher in his range than what we are. So suited cards with the bid. I was gonna say I'm going to be defending. Might even be 3-betting versus an open. I've got an all in the 88. Okay, we get to flat Queen Jack offsuit in the 88 off of 26 bigs on the button. So we will be in position no matter what happens. He jams, we're going to have to fold. Um, but, I knew that was a risk when I flatted King Queen. So we will fold the Queen Jack. It's unfortunate, but and then the jam we fold here. Let's raise. It is Kings. Oh, wrong table. Wrong table versus Ace 9. Oh my goodness, it sucks for him. 18 bigs for the jam with King Queen. 16. He does this with a lot of pairs, small pairs, which we are ahead of. He does it. We're blocking Ace King. We're blocking Kings and Queens. I think we can call here profitably and win and be ahead. Just have to win a flip versus I think what I would assume would be nines, 10s, 8s, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna call here versus Ace 9. Okay, great. Give him an ace or a 9. Give him a pair. There we go. There we go. Right when you think your way through the hand, we're blocking too much with King Queen, and a lot of it we just have to win a flip. So almost 95 bigs here, and we are just crushing this. We are crushing this final table. Raise here. Queen 8. Let's go. Right, when you think your way through there, just the hands we're blocking and the hands that he could have. First of all, Ace 9 is not a hand that probably wants to jam. It does. If we had a smaller chip stack, and we would probably fold, but just believing that our cards are live to a pair is enough for us to call there with a huge chip stack. Ace 9 in the 215. Don't cover anyone currently at the table. Ace 9 suited, rather, in the big blind. Versus under the gun open, we shall flat. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it on the 630, and I'll go over there if it gets interesting. It does. 4-7. We're gonna fold there. But let's go to the 215. Under the gun open and we flat. And so when he has kings, queens, like he's doing, like he's pretty bad shape, but he doesn't. He's gonna assume we're bluffing when we just flat from the big. Um, Ace four in the 630 high roller. We're just fold to the under the gun open, and then we'll check, right? We're beating. We're chopping now with other ace x, so ace jack, ace 10, ace 9. Um, we're. I think we just hero call here. He doesn't have a 7. He probably doesn't have a flush. Ace queen was fine, but I think we hero call with the queen kicker now. He does have jack 10. Wow, motherfucker. Fuck. Fuck. That sucks. Those are the spots that I struggle at. Bro was literally saying that. Oh, he said, hope you're taking notes. I'm uh, yeah. 10-6. 6-7. The kids say. We're defending. I was gonna say, like, it doesn't matter what this guy does. Anything less than an all-in, with the huge chip stack and 10 high, suited cards, we are calling. Slam dunk call. Suited 10, blind versus blind is always a call. And then it's always a raise here. Same for the same reasons. And we can call it 3-bet. We can do all of that stuff, and realize equity fairly quickly with 9-6. He does call, and bing bong, boom bam. We're just gonna barrel. Just gonna barrel. Right, there's a lot of draws here. Every straight draw, well, not every straight draw. A lot of straight draws, flush draws, a lot of stuff. Um, and with our chip stack being the way it is, we're not going to be doing very much checking, in pots that are not 3-bet. If it's not a 3-bet pot, we will be barreling. If it is a 3-bet pot, we're going to find a lot of checks. It doesn't matter if we smash the flop, right? Flop top set, there's no flush draw, no straight draw. We're going to be doing a lot of checking in 3-bet pots. 100 bigs chat in the 630 high roller. The next closest stack is 27, sub 30. So we're just crushing this. We're running hot. And it's all thanks to that king queen offsuit hand. Had that hand not happened, like it would be a much more close situation. We're gonna raise any ace if we're the first to put money in the pot. We're gonna raise any ace. 20 big blind chip stack. We don't want to lose 20, and we don't want to let somebody go up to 40. So we're not going to call a jam here, but we will be raising pre-flop very often. We want to play larger pots pre-flop, and then on the flop, smaller. 10-6, we're folding. There's a jam. We're down to 17 bigs in the mystery bounty. Registration late reg has closed. And it pays 18 spots. There's 54 players, so it sucks. We're gonna fold 4-3. Could open any 2 and put pressure, but we'll just fold 4 high, right? Maybe we shouldn't be folding 4 high. when they're jamming here at 8, he needs a lot of help. Oh, bubble bust, chat. I'm gonna open the ATM. I think it's better for the stream. When people see the balance. Cash for 2,160 in the 630 high roller. We've got an all-in spot in the mystery bounty. We're down to 17 bigs. There's a cutoff open. We've got ace 5 offsuit. Ace 5 is the absolute best hand in poker to bluff with, because you're blocking a lot of the stronger cards, the ace kings, the ace queens, those things. You have a straight draw to the wheel, and if someone has a pair, you have an over, right? So ace 5 is the best card to turn into a bluff, and it's more profitable, and you win more often by bluffing ace 5 pre-flop than you do it any other cards in poker. Open 3-bet. We're gonna fold this 9 because when we flat, he jams way too often, and then a less than all in sub 20 bigs is or 20 bigs is just an issue where it's gonna be a lot of nutted hands. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes it's like king jack suited type of thing, king queen suited type of thing, but often it's going to be nutted hands. So aces, kings, queens, jacks, ace, king, ace, queen suited. It's going to be a lot of those hands, sometimes tens. And we are not doing very well with 9-8 offsuit versus that range. So it doesn't matter how big our chip stack is, we just can't call there. But here we do raise. Queen 9 suited, suited queen, we will be raising. 1 minute left of registration in the 215, and we are half of average chip stack. Seven five is a fold. All right, let's check out these ladders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So paid 6. Okay, the next ladder is $810 to fifth, and then it is, which is crazy because the ladder after that is, what would that be? 700? No, the ladder should never get smaller. So maybe my math ain't. No, it's 700. The next ladder is 800. So 800 and 700. Then 800 again. Then 1200. And then first place is 1500. A ladder from second place. So pretty straightforward. There. Any two suited cards with our chip stack we're opening. So I'm not playing a raise any two range, but any two suited cards, 10 high or better, we're raising, and then suited connectors we're raising for sure, and we are calling here. Whew. Okay. 4 to a flush, 3 to a straight. It's pretty good. We'll check here. If he bets, we're gonna jam. If he bets large, maybe we fold. Maybe 4 high isn't the right hand to do it with, but shit. We've got a decision. Do we gamble? If we lose, we go down to like 83, and then he'll go up to 50. But I mean, when we call a 3-bet pot with 4 high, I don't think we fold when we flop a flush draw. So I think we're gonna call here, and hopefully he doesn't have a spade. He does have a spade. Top pair with a spade. We need a spade, chat. Get there. We don't. So we lose a big one. Give a lot of chips to someone. It's unfortunate. Maybe we do fold, right? Everything in me was saying like maybe 4 high. Like we didn't flop well enough. We're only gonna win 30% of the time, and we don't want to give a huge chip stack to someone when we have 90 bigs. So like thinking about it for sure, like yeah, we have the outs, we have the chips to take a spot, and if we knock that player out, we're at like 100 bigs, and then there's nothing really anyone else can do. Now there's a scenario where we we can't afford to play too crazy versus this guy. So maybe a folding there was more profitable. Let's check out the 88 turbo. We do have 15 bigs. I'm gonna open jam ace jack off for 15 bigs versus this team online guy, and we get the walk. Pocket threes. We're gonna open jam the threes as well, and the 88 mystery bounty. Well, there is. Let's watch this action. I'll let you know. Yeah, we still have blinds again. Raise less than all in. So pretty cool. R in first place. I'll fold there. King 9. Okay, great. It'll suck to lose an all in to a 15, 16, or 20 big blind chip stack. It'll even out the playing field when we have a 2x lead on second place right now. So I don't really want to call it a jam, but I can jam here. Let's go 3-bet. I think 26 bigs is a little bit too much to jam, and a 3-bet accomplishes a lot of the same things. Uh, Maybe should go slightly larger because we will be playing out of position, um, but he does fold. Right, he has a lot to lose, whereas I necessarily don't have as much. I see a few more people got into the chat. So we are in first place of the 630 high roller on the final table, less than all in, a jam, we fold. We don't have good enough ace to call. So ace, king, and nines. That's a king, takes the lead. And we're going to catch a ladder here, I believe, to 2,900, so 800 bucks. Queen 9. We're going to be raising queen x plus, so anything better than queen 8 we will be raising. And not necessarily jamming, but we're going to jam in the 215, king queen offsuit. Here, get called by ace jack, need to win a flip, or give him a jack. Need a king queen or a jack. Don't get there, we bust the 215 PKO. For 14 bigs, I'm fine with the jam. Okay, and then we'll move the 88 up. GG's in the 215. We'll move the 88 up here, so it's a lot easier. 6-8. We're gonna fold here. I don't like the 16 big blind chip stack here. 22 either. Opening under the gun. They're just gonna jam. Like if we open, he's probably gonna jam. I don't see 16 bigs flatting. With 8 high, we're in not the best spot. King 10 though is great. 2 Broadway cards, 5-handed, and then we got jacks and the 88 mystery bounty. 17 bigs. We're gonna ship it. We're gonna ship the jacks and the 88 mystery bounty. We'll go back. There's an open king 10. I'm just gonna flat here, not 3-bet. Okay. We get to walk with the jacks. Everyone folds. King 10 check, right? Pick up equity with an ace, a jack, obviously a pair. He bets small, we'll call and then fold turn. If we don't improve, we don't. We do have the king of clubs, so we, you know, if a club comes, we can bluff river, but when he barrels a queen high flop, and he just has it probably. He doesn't have enough bluffs. So we fold. Okay, jack, right? Jack on the turn would have got interesting with the open-ended straight draw. But we're not hitting our straights. Or I mean, we haven't been hitting our draws lately, so maybe it makes sense to play normally. And this guy is upping his aggression. I think he realized with this guy and this guy covering him, and he needs to distance himself from this person. We get to jam these hands a lot. Gonna get some fresh air for a bit. Good luck shipping the 630. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just need to continue playing how we've been playing, and we'll do fine. 7-5. Hold fold here. I wish we had that 100 big still. We had 90, and then like kind of like made a bad decision, but for sure. This is a break in 6 minutes. Chat, I will step away from the screen and go grab some coffee. Just because like I feel my head getting heavy, my eyes getting heavy. You know what I'm saying? So this We will be raising these suited cards. Maybe 7-4 isn't the best one to do it with. For sure. I'm planning to get it back. Um, Maybe 7-4 isn't the best hand to be opening under the gun five-handed, but appreciate it. Yeah, it does put in some bad spots, and we're just not calling off here. This guy is playing super aggressive though, so maybe we're gonna have to find some 4-bet bluffs, 4-bet raise bluffs versus him. Because I think he is taking advantage of the fact that um, do we 3-bet here? Do we flat? We have ace in the big, right? This open sub 20 is not necessarily going to be the greatest. 3-bet here. This guy is just playing super aggressive now for no reason. I'll ship this shit, bro. I will ship this shit, and you cannot call off. I know that for a fact. You will have to have aces, kings, or ace king. Oh shit! I should have shipped it. Because this might be the time where he just has the nuts, but I think like a lot of pairs, tens, stuff, with us blocking that, is just in trouble. But there is a jam, so good for me not to king, queen, and ace jack. So he did have us, but I think if we jam, he folds ace jack. That's a queen. 40 big blind pot. So a larger chip stack now here. This guy was playing super aggressive. He lost the flip. Unfortunate for him. We've got threes. We want this guy to fold. Three bet coming in with a pair. Ace jack in the mystery bounty on 14 bigs. We're gonna under the gun open. We're gonna ship it. We're all in. We're gonna c bet here. It's like, what? What are you gonna do, bro? You got an ace. He does have one. That is for sure. He does have one. We'll check and give up. We get called by sevens in the mystery bounty, and we flop a jack. Oh, we fold the threes. He barrels the turn. And we lock up a double up in the 88 mystery bounty. Up to 32 bigs. Average chip stack is 20, and this is a turbo, so that was great timing. In the 88. 50 bigs, right? First place still, but 40 and 40. We did a bad job at preserving our chip stack. Very bad. Here we have to call off a jam. First threes, it's a flip. He flops a set, but we have a flush draw. Ace, it's a full house. We're losing now. And then we are no longer in first. We drop from first to third just like that. Good for the threes, but unfortunate. You know, you expect to win against threes. You're not expecting, like, if he doesn't flop a set, we're doing great. But he does, so it's fine, right? And now there's just, I mean, I guess we're all tied for first. Break in 2 minutes. Yeah, mental reset. Maybe the coffee is needed. There's a jam. I opened king 10 suited, button jams. We are 16 off the money. We're gonna fold the king 10. Oh my god, we would have flopped 2 pair. 10-7, we can call, right? We can defend our blinds with 10 and a 7. Gut shot to a straight, just fine. It's gonna be very hard for him to have jack X here. He might barrel ace high, but he should not. This board favors me more than it does him from the cutoff. Maybe jack 10 is fine. We will call one and look for an 8. That is not an 8. We will check. At some point in time, like, these guys have to check. At some point in time, there has to be a check from these guys. They're just barrel. It's like raise pre-flop and then bet flop and turn. Okay, great. Now he checks and we hit the straight. 6 card straight. Let's go. Fairly large here. Oh, he doesn't. He folds. Great. Chat. Chat. Back in first place of the 630 high roller. Back in first place. Playing for 8,000 up top. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I'm gonna turn off my camera. But I will be right back, chat, and we will play this next hour. This next hour is for the money. It's for all of it. For another win in the 630 high roller. So be right back, chat. Excuse me. It is the power hour. I'm just happy we retook first place. Even though we are fairly close, like 38, 39 bigs, and I've got 41, we are essentially tied for first. But covering people is actually very important, right? Makes a lot of difference, even with this not being a bounty tournament. Someone having the threat of being able to bust before a smaller chip stack affects a lot of decisions, especially on the final table, especially when the ladders are so huge. Cash for about 3K, 2970. Let me see. So we are, even with this cash, we are $1,300 profit because we had, I don't know what that would be. We had like 1,600 in buy-ins on the day. Yeah, so we had 1,600 buy-ins, cash for 2,900, almost 3K. So it is a profitable day for sure. Very profitable. will fold here. It's fine. King 6 might not just be the best option. Everyone has fairly large chip stack now. So one person goes all in and wins. It will put us in, like, it will change our comfortability level with our chip stack. So hopefully we win the all in. But five-handed, we're fine. And 25 bigs. We're 10 of 32 in the 88 mystery bounty. Average chip stack is 22. We fold here. We fold here. Chat. Let's go with the aces. Shh. Let's go. Call. Verse nines. Dodge a 9. Dodge a 9. Okay, locked up. Chat, let's go. Let's go. Top set. Huge chip stack again. Now we have 2x the chip stack and a ladder to 3,600. And a premium. And a premium. Huge. I'm going to ship this. With huge chip stack, I'm going to be playing for stacks here from Islam. Not versus player, but everyone else. We're going to be playing for stacks. Because this guy has a ladder issue. The next ladder is to 4,455. So $800 ladder for him not to bust before this guy with 15 bigs. I will fold 5-3 though. Probably should be opening, but I think this guy just has to jam. Like, he doesn't have an option. He's in last place, right? So, and he does find the jam. So great fold for me. Yeah, great fold for me. But when it's not heads up or when he's not directly behind us, we're going to be raising or jamming into him. With 5 high, I don't think we should jam. But this guy's still in the pot, so. Okay, yeah, and I do see the difference in sizings. Whereas we're opening to 2, this guy's using 3. And whereas we jam, this guy just raises larger than a min raise. So that's the difference between how he's playing and how I'm playing. But the reason that there is a difference is because I have a lot of chips. I can jam, right? I can afford to lose an all in versus 20 big blind chip stack. He can't. And so he's being as cautious as he could. I expect to see a lot of folds and flats, in which I would just raise. And take it down, right? So this guy, like, I can do that with any 2. So he should not flat blind versus blind, because he'll get raised. So it'll bite us in the butt when he has a big hand and he flats, and then we essentially just donate chips. But he does find the jam, we fold. Because I had questions about what I would do with 9 high if it folded to us versus him. Like, obviously we should be jamming, but I will fold Jack 4 here. Again, same reasons with this guy. We're not going to bluff him, right? When he's the small chip stack, he has nothing to lose. We are not going to bluff him. A flat. Okay. Oh, we've got king seven suited in a small blind. If it folds to 18 bigs, okay. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say if it folds to us, like we're gonna have to ship this blind versus blind, 10 off the money of the 88 mystery bounty. But when middle position opens, we can just fold. Maybe we can call. I mean, we do have 18 bigs. We can't like pawn off, so maybe we fold king seven here. Um, Great fold. Great fold. King Jack, however, in the 88. I'm gonna keep it on here because I want to pay attention. But we do have. I'll switch over if there's an opportunity. Oh wow. I think this is a great spot to jam. I mean, I've been bubbling here in a lot of situations, but nah, maybe when he opens on 20 and says straight jam stacks, we should fold King Jack. Like, he's going to get jammed on so often, he has to be prepared for that. So maybe that's just a fold. That has to be in the back of his mind. Like, on 20 bigs, I can't open really wide. And then we get King Jack again. Oh, wow. And then a jam here. He did 3-bet, and then a call. Oh, we're going to ship it this time. King Jack. We're going to ship it this time. I just deny equity here. Okay, great. It does work out. Would have actually hit the flop that time. He finds the fold. King 3. Up to 22 bigs. Average chip stack is 20. And we are 10 off the money still. Jam. We should call. King high. We should call. Verse 8s. We need a king. We need a king, queen, or a 10 right now. A 3? 3 or a king. Don't get there. That's fine. It sucks. If we win that one, we're just it's gonna be like coast to a win with 80 bigs here, and then he has like sub 40. It's gonna be a very easy dub, in my opinion. But so unfortunate, we took the gamble. Dare didn't win, couldn't win a flip, but it's fine. Still in first place, but more dangerous chip stack here. Not so much here. And a call. Ace queen versus sevens. It's a flip. He has an ace queen or a 10. 10 for Broadway for the Stone Cold Nuts. Catch a ladder here to 4,400. So cashed for 4,500 roughly. We will raise king. Button versus big. Dead small. Okay, great. Dead chips in the middle. We take it. Queen 10 is a raise. I'm not sure about queen 5 with the chip stacks the way they are here. Next ladder is to 56, so $1,200 for the next ladder. Flat is great. We can check. 7 deuce deuce. Check is fine. Okay, deuce is fine. Now he's no longer going to fold an ace high if he has that. King high either. But queen high is doing fine versus the hands like jack 10. Things like that. So we just barrel. 8 changes nothing, right? If he was ahead, he's still ahead. If we were behind, we're still behind. When he calls turn, he'll definitely call river. The 8 didn't change much. So I think we check here. And yeah, so he's not going to fold king high here. It's just not going to happen. We're going to fold 5-4. We're going to ship queen 10 here. Blind versus blind. He has 7 bigs. He finds the call with ace 8. We need to win a flip. Queen or 10. Queen or 10 still. Don't get there. Unfortunate. Down to 10 bigs in the mystery bounty. 7 off the money. King 7 is a raise. Okay. Check, check. Ace is fine. We can range bet now. Delayed C bet is fine. I'm gonna ship Ace 4 in the 88 with 9 bigs. Check, check. Probably lose to a 10. To an ace. Wow, ace deuce. And we're in second place right now. Ace 4, we ship it, we get the walk. And now we're all equally tied up. Hasn't been the best start. We can play better, right? I can definitely see how we're playing more loose than what we should be. Making worse decisions. 6-7 is a check. It's fine. Open-ended. Straight draw. Without a diamond is fine. We'll raise here. Great. Perfect. Perfect, right? Okay. Three bet with the ace. And the call. Check, check is fine. Could have king X, right? But in which we can get paid off. We've got aces in the 88. 6 shouldn't change much. There's not king 6, 3, 6. We'll barrel here. Open jam. He folds. Open jam the aces in the 88. Mystery bounty. We are 6 off the money. We've got ace deuce offsuit on the button. We're gonna raise. Probably fold to a 3 bet. We get the walk. We raise and get the walk. Someone find a call, bro. I need the chips. Realistically, I need the chips. We get the walk. Gut shot. We get aces back to back, chat. Aces back to back in the mystery bounty. We're gonna ship for 16 bigs. Average ship stack is 20, but there's a lot of spots that just have to call. We'll come back to it. Let's focus to 630. Gut shot without a heart. We're gonna fold here. I don't think we have enough equity. And then right there we hit the. Oh my goodness. Would have hit the straight on the turn if we could have found the call, but without a heart, it's very hard to continue. Oh, we got called by ace king, chat. We got called by ace king. We don't just dodge a key. That's it, right? There we go. Huge double up. Huge double up to 26 bigs. Average ship stack is 21, and we are 3 off the money and the mystery bounty portion of the tournament. 3 off the money and the 88. I'm not sure what min cash is. 65 bucks. It is a bounty. But we are in this tournament for 2 bullets. But I mean, you don't count the bullets as, you know what I'm saying, you count the overall progress. Because if you buy into a tournament for 3 times and then you 2x the buy-in, if you look at it like, well, I lost 1 buy-in, then you're missing the point where you actually turn 1 buy-in into 2 and you regained 1 of the buy-ins, whereas you could have been down 2, whereas you're down 1. So it's kind of a different way to look at it. Every buy-in into a tournament is individual of itself. Ace 8 versus deuce 3. Okay, you got checked out. I was like, how did that even get to showdown? Should have been paying attention. Jack 7. It's good enough to check. Okay, a pair is great. Probably call here. Let's lead for 1. Jack may need protection. It may not, right? But I do want to put some chips in the middle. Okay, maybe we should have checked. Yeah, I was talking. I don't remember what I said. What? What makes sense? Ace three. We're gonna raise any ace here. Three-handed. About the bullets fired versus. Okay, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. No, it's fine. No, you're great. I love interaction. You know, you can. There's a thing called being too focused in tournaments and then overthinking stuff. So for sure, any comment is fine. Anything is fine. But yeah, that's the best way to look at King four. We can raise, we can flat. I'm gonna fold here, because I want to deny putting myself in a bad spot when we're so evenly. Our chip stack ratio is so evenly. Now, but yeah. If you look at poker as okay, bet great fold for us. We're gonna three bet ace queen here. Three bet and fold, right? Three off the money. We're going to three bet and well, he does have 16 bigs. No, so three bet works out. I'm definitely locked in to your thought process and hands. I appreciate you talking through them. So here's the funny thing about me talking through hands. If I were not streaming, I would be doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now, because I found out playing poker online, it's a lot easier to come to the correct decision, or a better decision than what I would make in other situations if I speak out loud. So even if I wasn't streaming, I would be like, Jack Deuce on the button. I don't have enough equity. It doesn't flop well versus these. I would do all of those. I would go through the whole process every time, and it helps me. I realized once I started doing that, my profit margin just went skyrocketed. I started cashing more tournaments, winning more tournaments more frequently. Um, so that's the reason why I talk. And also, like, people get to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Just lost to Ace Jack versus Ace 10, but we're fine. 9-6 under the gun is a fold. Still three off of the money and the mystery bounty. Missed what happened. Jack 10. Watch the previous hand. I'm gonna hit this because I don't know what just happened, and I feel like it was big enough. Jack 10. We will check. Okay, gut shot. Okay, he won without showing cards at showdown, and he won four bigs, so it wasn't that interesting. Bet we call. We will peel one with two overs and a gut shot to the nuts. Six doesn't change much. Like maybe it gives two pairs. There's some 8x here that probably improved, but we'll check here. And a three. Front door flush misses. I think we can bluff here. I'm gonna go about pot and take it down. Right, when everything misses, we just have a slam dunk bluff here and try to bluff ace high, king high, queen high. Anything without a pair, we fold 4-6. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but it's fine. Ace jack, one off the money, chat. Hand for hand in the mystery bounty, hand for hand. Let's go. And then the mystery bounty portion pops up. I will show. We do get three bet. Do we four bet jam here, or do we flat with ace jack offsuit? Maybe we flat. I don't like flat, but I am in position, so flatting makes sense. I don't like jamming here. I don't like folding either, so we go flat. Stone bubble, immediate all in. Eights. Oh wow. 665, bro. Don't bet, bro. What are you doing, bro? You don't have any of this board. I don't. Like, what are you doing? Literally, we have to fold, bro. Should have jammed, but it'll be my luck. He has like tens there, right? King 7. A open and a jam. I don't understand this. Like, why jam for 24? Fold. Oh, maybe because he's smaller chips. That makes sense, right? I didn't realize this guy went up to 40, and then we went up to we're at 40. So we're in second place, but we're like essentially tied, and so he's gonna be doing a lot of jamming, right? A king queen we flat, right? Due to hand for hand, still hand for hand. Okay, gut shot, no diamond. He shouldn't have much of this board raising pre-flop. It could be a lot of ace x, could be jack 10, could be a set, right? He does have the fours, the nines, and the tens. With two overs and a gut shot to the nuts, we do call. Jack. Okay, no jack. Check. And there's 12 in the middle. He's got 22 behind. Do we decide? Do we bluff here? What do we do? Like, we're never getting ace 10 to fold. All the sets and 8, king high. He checks on a double paired board. I'm gonna go small. You really can't call off three bigs here with ace high, honestly. So I think barreling small here, it looks like I'm betting a 9. Are you betting a 4? And it works out. uh, 5 and 9. We'll fold here and let them fight this. It sucks if they get it all in and he wins and he's up to 60 bigs. That'll put me in a very bad spot. But right now, I'm not seeing the merit of playing 9-5 here. So close to tied to second. Still hand for hand. This bubble is taking an absurd long amount of time in the 88. This guy keeps throwing these emojis at this guy, so I probably missed something. He probably lost a lot of chips to him. But it's hilarious. He's going to throw it again. It went check, check again. Check, check on flop. Check, turn. Now it's the river. I want to see when it bubbles, bust. Nope, bubble did not bust. Bubble did not bust. He keeps throwing this emoji at this guy. It's so hilarious. Oh, there's an all-in. There's an all-in. And someone call. Someone bust. Please. Let's make the money. I want to get to the mystery board. Mystery bounty portion. Open. A 3-bet. Ace-3 is not doing well. So we fold. There's an all-in and a call. King-queen versus ace-9. King queen is behind, but it has outs, and the bubble's gonna. Oh no, he has two bigs. He has three bigs. I was gonna say the bubble's gonna bust here. They're throwing emojis back at each other. Look, they've been doing this for about 5 minutes. This is quite hilarious. Queen 8. We will call a jam here if it folds to us. Other than that, there's a very large barrel. This pot got quite large. He has 13 behind. There's 13 in the middle. And a call, he's going to be all in. There's a limp from small to the big. We're just going to check. He doesn't necessarily have ace x. Oh, it's all in, chat. It's all in, chat. Queen jack versus jacks for a ladder. Heads up, chat. In the 630 high roller. Heads up. 10-9. We're going to flat. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Heads up in the 630. We're gonna fold the queen 8. That doesn't make sense to lose any chips. Okay, 2 overs to the board and a gut shot. Right, he could have this. We will check, check. Start things off with a check. We'll bet the ace. We'll bet the ace, chat. And then an 8 here. Let him have like ace 6, right? And then he just flats thinking he's like, we fold now. Don't be an 8. Okay, great. Great fold. Did the bubble bust? It didn't. Fuck. Okay, let's focus on the 630, right? We don't care about the 88 mystery bounty right now. We'll see the animation when it comes out. One's all in. Queen 5. Check. Right. Pair. Pair is hard to get. Heads up. We'll check. Kings versus 4-9. Wow. 3 big blind chip stack jams. and then hits a set of kings. One big we will call. Ace should not change much. Check. You know, it can't be seen ghost heads up poker. A five could be very, very good. Um, you know, sometimes he has seven, has a seven. Bets three, barrel we call. We lose to a four. Obviously, we lose to an ace or a seven. Blocking 5x, so we could have deuce three. Could have some stuff that we lose to now. Unfortunately, he has a huge barrel. Over barrels. Okay. So we're saying he has a four. Is our five good enough to hero call here? Is our five good enough to hero call here? Maybe not. He does take a huge chip lead, but raise the suited 10. Could flat, do a lot of stuff, but suited 10x. Okay, this could be a big one, chat. We've got aces on the stone bubble of the mystery bounty. Barrel. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should raise less than all in. This is the absolute stone bubble of the 88 mystery bounty. And we get through. We're gonna double barrel the 10 high flush draw. And then hopefully not bubble. Hopefully we improve. Fold here. Jack. We're gonna have to bluff. There's 10 in the middle. We can't run with 10 high. When he just check calls, it goes call, check, check. I think he just had. I think he has the nuts here. I'm gonna give up 7-4. Oh my gosh, chat! If the diamond comes, we're gonna win a big one there. Right, we're blocking all of them though. Do we ever ship it here? I'm gonna see. Let's see what he does versus a jam. Okay. Great. Just gonna take a jab there. I feel comfortable I can outplay this guy. He's just out flopping us, honestly. Recently. Call. Flat. Pair. Again. Without a club, I think our four needs protection. Call. King. Not good. Blinds go up in the 88. Still in the stone bowl. It's 10:30. Oh my goodness. We're down to 16 bigs. King comes in. Does he have a diamond? Does he? Kings and fours. We're gonna maybe check call. Like we beat single club hands that wanted to continue on the flop. Beat like 6-7. Bets three. Let's call here. Let's go. Let's go. Open-ended. And we have a spade. Let's check. Board pairing 9. It's not the best, you know. Need a queen or a 7. We're not interested in hitting a pair. So we can check. Ace. We have a spade. We can bluff. I think we can give up. Maybe we should barrel. Maybe we should. It's going to be very hard for him to call down. Okay, great. Works out. Still hand for hand. 15 bigs. 7-3. Ace King. We might be the bubble boy. We're going to fold 7-3. We're all in with ace king suited on the stone bubble. It folds to us. Let's race. Suited 8. 40 bigs. Pretty even heads up match. He has about 3 bigs more than us. He raises, we fold. Top pair. Okay, deuce doesn't change much. Maybe ace 4. Right, he did raise pre-flop. Could be representing big ace X. So as long as it's not ace 4 or ace 10, we're doing fine. Call. Board pair and deuce. We'll go for thin value with 2 pair. And he calls. Great. First ace king, ace high, great. Right? I was going to say he's representing ace X very heavy, the way he's played his hand. And we take the lead in the 630 chat. We take the lead back. Still fairly deep. Fairly deep here. A pair and 3 to a straight. For the bubble to bust. Okay, great. The bubble's going to bust. He bets. And we'll see the animation in a second. We will call here. We can improve a lot. 5 doesn't change much. Does he barrel the 5? Sometimes, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Does he bet? Okay, chat. Mystery bounty portion is starting. 5,600. There's 1K. And then now we improve to a full house, chat. I think we have to go for it. These animations are always so pretty cool. So if we look at here, let's focus on here. Actually, we barrel here small with 5s full of 6s. Does he have quads? Probably not. Does he has 10 full? It's possible. It's more likely we're gonna chop with the 6, but he does fold. And jack 9, 6, 7. Chat. What do we do? We cashed here. Mystery bounties. There's a 1K, 900, 800, 400, 4. All of that. We have to fold here now. 6, 7. Okay, we have the straight. Kings versus ace 8. Ace 8 doubles up, so no bounty is taken. We've got 5s. I think we go for a larger sizing, trying to build the pot. Hopefully he raises us with a draw. 2 pair. Shit. We go less than. I think we just ship it. There's 16 in the middle. Maybe we just call. Okay, great. We still have the nuts. Chat, this could be it, chat. This could be it. There's 22 in the middle. He's got 25 behind. Let's go, chat. We've got the nuts. We've got the nuts. First place in the 630 high roller. Let's go, chat, for $8,000. Chat, 8 bands for first place. We got there with the nut straight. 8,000. Let's go, baby. 6, 7. This is what the youngsters say. Chat, 8 bands on a Saturday. Bruh. Huge, huge, huge. Now we are in, let's switch over here, final table of last tournament of the day. Mystery bounty portion. And we're up to 19 bigs. Average chip stack is 15. And there are some pretty big mystery bounties. Bro, That was a clinic. Well played. I thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, man. Just going off, really. Like, that's the second 630 high roller that we won in the last 2 weeks. First place for about the same amount of money, 8,000. So, crushing it. Crushing it. Now, we did buy in a lot on Sunday and didn't cash a single thing. So, but appreciate it. Thanks for the raid, too, bro. Like, you rated, gave me good luck. Wow, I shipped the first place of the 630 high roller. Like, everything is going great. Now we need to ship this mystery bounty. We're in fifth place of 16. So we've got a shot. 19 bigs. Jam, we have to fold here. King 9. There's just too much for 10 bigs. Versus Ace Jack and Jack 10, we would be live. Both King and 9. Would have took the lead. That's unfortunate. Queen. No, he would have won. So grateful. Great fold. No bounty was taken. So let's see if we can pick up some mystery bounties. He does open. We can ship. Oh, we're not going to ship ace high. This is the worst ace you can have. Ace 6 is the worst ace you can have in poker. Ace 5, ace 4, ace 3, and ace deuce are all better aces to have than ace 6 because you have extra equity to a straight. If you have ace 6 and you flop an ace, you're probably going to be outkicked, right? Someone probably has a better ace. And then when you have ace 5 through ace 4, it's ace 5 through ace deuce, it's a lot easier to find a fold than it is with ace 6, ace 7, ace 8, ace 9. So let's check to make sure. So one $400 bounty and one $40 bounty is gone. Ace Jack versus Jack 9. Is that a no? It's not a straight. Both are drawing to a queen. So yeah, Ace Jack hits Broadway where he hits the dummy end of the straight. Queen 9 suited. Yeah, no, Sundays are real tough. I do not like playing a flat. What is this flat? We're gonna fold on a flat for 18. I think we just fold. He's not gonna jam very often. Fuck. I think Sundays are a lot tougher because a lot more people play, right? A lot more people play. And chat, we shipped the 630 on one buy-in. Chat, like literally one buy-in, and it goes from bad to worse. So we have the best hand. We would have had the best hand if we could have. I got scared about this under the gun flat on 18 bigs, but we shipped the 630 on one buy-in. Bought in one time. I think last Sunday we got into two different 630s and fired like 3 bullets in both tournaments. And one of them we were 3 off the money and busted. 3 off the money and busted. Okay, team online. So we've got a team pro on our direct right. 22 bigs. Okay, we got moved to a new table. You can't come in the small. So next hand the button is gonna come over here. But you know, I'm fine with playing. Like I'm fine with my ability to play poker and think my way through hands. In any tournament, pretty much. Like I'm comfortable with playing however or whatever it is. And then recently, I wanted to. All of this is possible recently because I wanted to move up into higher stakes. I felt like I would be a profitable poker player in the higher stakes because if you're playing online versus small stakes, there's a lot of just frankly, there's a lot of bad players that do dumb things, and I was getting frustrated like opening aces pre-flop and getting called five ways. We're 5 ways to a flop, and I'm like, bro, like at some point in time, like you can fold, like you know. So I felt like if I moved up to higher stakes, it would be more beneficial to me, and it worked out. It worked out a lot. So literally, like you just saw me shit the 630 for 8,000, but literally I put $250. I put $250 onto the site. So I'm building my bankroll off of 250. What happened was I played some satellites. I told myself like, all right, what I'm gonna do is to build my bankroll. I'm gonna play satellites. So caught a ladder here. I'm not sure what happened. That means someone busted. All of the large bounties are still present. So off of $250, I played nothing but satellites. I did not buy into any tournament that pays money. So I got into the 630. I bought into like $11 tournaments for a 109. I bought into $6.60 tournaments for a 66. And so I played satellites early, and then I won a ticket into a 630, and off the satellite I won a ticket into a 109. In the 109, I got into 630 and busted immediately. Like it was crazy. Like I got in pre-flop ace king offsuit, and then I got called by aces, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. But in the 109, I remember I won $1,000 off of the 109 tournament off of an $11 satellite. So I paid $11, got into a satellite for a 109. Off the 109, I won $1,000. So now my bankroll was up to like it was a thousand something, right? Because I played a lot of tournaments, satellites, and then from $1,000, I got into a 630 satellite again. Got into the 630, like won like 2 or 3 thousand. I min cashed it or whatever, whatever. So my bankroll went up to like 3,000 at that point. I had a lot of buy-ins, and then I stopped playing satellites once my bankroll was at like 3,000. I got into we've got jacks here. I got into a 630 and shipped it for 15 bigs. I'm gonna ship this chat. We don't cover, but we do need the chips to be able to play for some bounties later on. So I will ship it on 13. I'm not, I'm just the reality of the situation. I'm not gonna min raise, and I don't want to give let them see the flop for a cheap price with so many chips. So yeah, literally, I shipped the 630 high roller twice. I shipped the 215 first place. What else? And I've min cashed some other stuff and won some other stuff. But all of it is off of $250 buy-in, or putting $250 from my own money onto the site, and then also beyond that, excuse me, uh, starting off by only playing satellites, only getting into the satellites to get into a larger tournament. So I spent like $100 out of the 250 in satellites, and then once I won tickets into the satellites, then that's when I was able to play um, the larger tournaments. Because frankly, $630 is like it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular employee at a company. You know what I'm saying? I work in a warehouse, so like $630 is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like if I can get into the larger tournaments, I would be able to be successful. So my plan was to let's get into the larger tournaments by playing satellites instead of trying to build a bankroll by these $11 tournaments, these $33 tournaments, 1650s. Uh, yeah, 630 online is 630 is it's a lot for, especially because it's considered a high roller tournament, right? It's not a small tournament. 4-5 versus nines. Oh, it's a set, right? He's drawing dead now. Great, right? Well, he goes up to 25. Like we wanted access to the bounty, but okay, ace nine. Do we cover? We do cover three people. We're not gonna jam ace nine. Not gonna raise it either. No, it was big for me too. Like, bro, I got bills and shit. Got bills and shit. I can't just be wasting $5,000 to play a tournament. One bullet. Uh, but the satellites are so beneficial. King 10 versus King 8. Okay. Okay. King 10 doubles up. King 10. What do we do? It's a terrible hand, by the way. Under the gun jam. Rejam. We cover both. We don't cover him. We're going to have to fold. I would love to get, if King 10 suited, I think like covering two people, shot at two bounties, just have to, but realistically, we can't call off with King 10. King 10 is live, actually. What takes the lead? Sevens here. Seven's full of tens. Knocks out two players. Let's see what he gets. 40 and 40. So two men bounties. Final table. Is that correct? Oh, it did knock out two players. So final table of the 88 daily mystery bounty. Yeah. So if anyone, and we only cover one person. I cashed the Boski twice, once for 1100 and the other time for like 800. No, that's good. That used to be my favorite That used to be my favorite tournament on ACR, the loan car and the Boski. But whichever one is the $11, I think that's the Boski. Because you can like off of $11 buy in, you can like win $2,000 3,000, which I felt like, bro, that's like the best deal on any site. Like I've never seen a site with a tournament like that so many people play to where you could win a lot of money off of such a small buy-in. So mathematically, it makes sense. But I stopped playing it because like, well, I played it today, but I stopped playing it as often because I realized like I don't want to sit for 8, sometimes like 9 hours to win $1,000. I want to build a bankroll, right? I want to get better at playing poker, so I wanted to play the higher stakes. So that's why I stopped playing it essentially. But obviously, playing it running deep is, will make you a better poker player. But I wanted to play and just prove to myself like I could build a bankroll, right? I can win money on sites and I can do stuff like that. So I kind of focused on the larger buy-ins. Focused on playing satellites. 10 bigs. We're gonna have to get it all in. We only cover one person, which is an issue. Well, we cover two people, which is an issue. Three people actually, so it's not as bad as it looks. I'm just like, bruh. So $88 mystery bounty with cash for 136. Hell yeah, it's soft, but you gotta get lucky. Exactly, it's a grind. Yeah, you do have to run really well in the Bosi because there's like so many people that play it. I remember the first few times I played it, um, it was like 800, 900 people in the lobby, and I was like, bruh. I was like, damn, this is gonna be a long ass tournament. Like you have to run good and get hot later on in the tournament, but but yeah. So but I don't think I've ever won the Boski or the loan car, actually. I've min cashed it and I've actually placed pretty well. I think I made the final table in the Boski like a few times. But as far as like actually shipping the tournament, I haven't. I've shipped some 109s. I've shipped two 630s. I've won the 215. I've won 33s. I've won a bunch of those, but like the smaller, like the Boski, I've never won. I think there's just so many people that play it that it's I don't know. You just have to run really well. And honestly, in the 630 high roller, I ran well. Like I can't just sit there and say I played better than everyone. I ran well. You know what I'm saying? I shipped. I went all in with King 10. I called an all in. He had Ace 9 or Ace 5 or whatever he had, and we won the flip. Like if it wasn't for that hand, we wouldn't have won the tournament. And just realistically, we would not have won the tournament. But by winning that flip, like we shipped the tournament. We were never. I was never in a situation where I felt like, oh shit, I could lose. Right? I was never in that. Even when another person took the chip lead, when we had 90 big blinds and everyone else had 30, and then it kind of got tied up when we got to the final three people. Like I was never in a situation where I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get outplayed. Oh my god, I folded. Just got point 0.6. We need him to win. Okay, good jam. Good jam. Ka-chow! You only cover one person. Kings, bruh. Kings? He might win three bounties here, chat. He does. Three. Does he get the big one? 213, 920. Oh no, he didn't win three. He didn't cover this guy. And we catched a couple ladders. 8 9s a fold. Bruh. Okay, so the big bounty is still out there. All three of the larger bounties are out there. Ace 9 versus Ace Jack. Bro, there we go. Great, great, great. Well, we don't cover him. We just don't want this guy to get a chip stack. That's just crazy. We only cover this guy. If this guy goes all in, We're gonna have to be all in with sixes. We're gonna have to be all in here, chat. If this guy jams, do it. Damn it. We have to fold. We do have 10 bigs, but we have to fold here. When we do cover one person for a bounty, it doesn't make sense to bust here. It does make sense to win the chips though, but does sixes do well versus a huge chip stack that laps? Maybe it does. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe with any pair and 10 bigs, we have to call. So we'll call. Hopefully it doesn't. It doesn't have like an overpair. Hopefully it's a flip. But we have a chance to win. Okay, A7 and King Queen. That's an ace. That's what we weren't. We're hoping to win the flip. We need a 6. We don't get there. We bust. You should have folded, right, when we cover this guy. What bounty do I have? 250, 213, and 400. So this guy is crushing bounties. We won 242 here. We will exit out, and then this is the. All right, chat. GG's on the grind. So I'm glad I got to show you guys the 630. We got to ship it, so I'm glad I got that on stream. Thanks for the raid, bro. It really gave me confidence, and I was able to ship it. So hopefully you guys were entertained. Hopefully you follow, right? Follow. Need the followers. Hopefully you watch again. And then so eventually, hopefully I can monetize. But thank you guys so much. Awesome. Hopefully I did something productive that you could have like learned anything from how I play and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for the follow.